Okay, we're live now. Okay, James. So you're gonna tell us about what was your the
There's
Wizard's
a
Forge?
book that I backed a couple of years ago on Kickstarter. The book is finally out now. You can go to lonecolossusgames.com, I believe, to get a physical version of it, or you can go to Drive Through RPG and look this up. It's Injury and Vile Deeds. It is an injury system, two of them technically, one for players and one for monsters. So, like injuring your players or injuring the monsters. Injuring the players is done by like random tables through thresholds, and the monsters, the players can pick either attack, defense, mobility, special attack, or special mobility,
Okay.
and target a threshold to injure. And it has made combat, even with lower level monsters at higher levels, interesting.
Okay.
Because let's say I have goblins, and I give some of these goblins, like, for example, a wand of fireball. Well, a fireball could potentially do enough to some of the player characters to still cause an injury.
Okay. And you did a review of this book on Wizard's Forge.
Yes, on Wizard Forge, which I believe you have officially linked on the cast page. I hope.
I don't. Yeah, on the cast page. Yep. But I should probably link anything anybody wants to link on the Twitch page somewhere too. But
I have that review I just put up on Friday. It's a very fun system. For me, it has personally earned a place right alongside of Heliana's Guide to Monster Hunting. Um, what are the other big hitters that I use for third-party content? Deep Magic Volume 1 and 2, and a bunch of other big third-party content, and this is their first book. It's Injuries and Vile Deeds. They're having another book come out in, well, not come out, but the campaign to fund it happening in March. I've been talking to the creator, Josh. He's not sure if it's going to be beginning of March, middle of March, or end of March. He's still waiting on some stuff for it, which is called The Tome of Intangible Treasures, I believe. It's on Backer Kit, and it will be things like titles, charms, boons, stuff like that. So a lot of these books that you see that are third party that are reward books, like Griffin Saddlebag Book 1, are all items. He's looking to expand on that and bring like intangible rewards, which I love, because we need more of that in the D&D space, and it makes it so you don't have to do the work if you're a lazy DM like I am. Shout out to Sly Flourish, by the way, on the Lazy DM style. It is very good for me. Not everybody, but for me, it works very well.
right.
He also created a TTRPG that's made more for kids called Wormlings, if anybody's interested in that.
I got like only a little bit of the top of Taylor's head for some reason too. Let me fix that.
Gotta love the camera problems, man.
Yeah. Taylor's all like, I'll fix it. I'll fix it for you.
Yeah, it just gotta be like this the whole time.
Oh.
I am the incredibly floating head. And James is just off center for some reason.
I'm always off center, let's be honest.
Like you're perfect center on the Discord though, but on my Streamlabs, it's all jacked up. There we go. All right.
Moving my camera fixed it for you.
And Deontay, you're always to the left anyway, so it should be fine. Should be good.
To the left, everything you own, the box on the left.
All right. So yeah. So what is it's Wizards Forge on YouTube?
YouTube, yeah.
At Wizards Forge.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah.
I believe so. And you can check it out on
I'm
the
trying.
Action
I'm
Surge
trying.
page somewhere.
I'm trying to get into the habit of uploading weekly. So, matter of fact, I'm going to ask y'all to hold me to this. Sometime on Friday, each and every one of you at me. Don't forget to upload.
All right. So I did a group picture. I don't know who all seen the group picture that I worked on.
I did not.
I
I saw it. It's sick.
I wasn't happy with it.
Really?
Where'd you upload it to?
So here, I'll upload it and I'll put it up so people can see it. Here, one second. Let me put it in here. One second. I'm gonna put it. Well, I'll just put it in the
No good deeds.
No Good Deed main chat where
Yep.
Deontay put
Yep.
the other stuff. And now I don't know where it's at because why would I?
Well, it just replaced everybody's picture on Twitch.
Just replace
Speaking of
everybody's
Twitch,
picture?
has anybody else kept
Oh,
up
yeah,
with
yeah.
the scandal that is Twitch admitting they don't make enough money on X?
On X?
Apparently, they post something about we're not
you mean
profitable
Twitter?
or something.
You mean Twitter?
It's called X. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
getting
but you said Twitch though.
no. Twitch
Yeah.
on Twitter said that they're not
Yes.
making enough money. That they're not profitable right now.
It's likely.
Okay, I don't understand what you mean because are you what I don't
He's saying Twitch posted on Twitter that they're not profitable.
that X is not profitable or
No,
that Twitch
that
is not
Twitch
profitable
isn't.
from X, and how would
That-
Twitch be profitable
Just that
from
Twitch
X?
isn't making enough money right now. That they're actually
Oh,
losing
okay,
money.
okay. So Twitch just did this as one of their general posts on Twitter. Okay.
Yeah,
Alright, you confused me with the double thing. there.
Sorry. Yeah, that's why I was saying X instead of Twitter.
I would-
Well, yeah, but
I wouldn't
even
read-
so, I just didn't know how Twitch was supposed to be making money off X. So I was like, but I get
No.
you now. You're
Nah,
saying they
nobody's
just
making
made
money
it
off
such-
that.
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't read too much into it, James.
Except for Elon Musk,
Generally,
maybe.
A lot of companies post at a loss. When they say stuff like that, it's usually meant to imply that they're not making
As much as they want.
tangible profit. So
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you say stuff like that, you have to denote it because the changes that you're going to make are usually going to be more profited based.
Let's be
yeah,
honest.
they're
That's
say-
the same.
they're- I was gonna say they're also probably they're basically possibly saying that too. So when they do something that screws over
Up the prices or something.
well,
yeah.
screws over the Twitch users even more and puts more money
Yep.
in their pocket, then the Twitch users they're hoping the
Don't
Twitch users
complain.
won't complain about it, but that's
Yep.
not going to happen either. So
It's to me. It's just like when Hasbro and Watsy said these brands are under monetized.
Let me
You're
text
making
her.
money. You're just not making the money you
good
want to. I'm sorry. I will never forget that. I will never forget that. I will never forget the OGL scandal. I still play 5th edition, but only because it's hard to convince my play group to try anything else. I'm getting them there slowly. I'm slowly getting to be like, okay, we're willing to
You know
try.
what? I don't know. Oh, you know what? I don't know where I put this, but I think I can.
But it
find
is
real
taken,
quick.
and I love my group. If they ever watch these live streams, I love y'all to death. But it is so hard to
He's
convince
lying.
you guys
He's
to
lying.
try
He
another
doesn't love
game.
you. He only loves us. Oh, sorry.
Nah. Oh, it's gonna be interesting to try to get back into the World
No, you know
Cup after
you
not
should
playing
try to
them for
get him to
months.
you should try to get him to play Dungeon Crawl Classics.
I'm thinking about trying either Knave 2nd Edition, Shadow Dark, or Dungeon World. Those are the-
Dungeon Crawl Classics is actually like
It's brutal. It's another
it's
brutal
like
one.
it's like
Yeah.
original AD&D, but more a little bit more brutal. But the weird thing is there's like so many different die types. There's like a D1, D2, D2, D3, D4, I don't know, something like that.
Dungeon Crawl Classics,
It's like
Shadow
got
Dark,
D5s in it, you
Knave,
know, like-
they're all what are referred to as OSR. They are designed to copy what old school D&D was,
Yeah.
but with a more modern take.
Well, and Dungeon Crawl Classics is a little bit more brutal too. Then
Yeah. Yeah.
let's see. Hold on one second. Open recent. No good deed. There you are. Yay! I can be taught. Not easy.
Ah, so you're not an old dog.
So I did draw it. It did turn out. I mean, it turned out okay. But I mean, I want to do. I think that for me, I think the best way to do it is going to be to do each character individually and kind of slap them together in a.
I'm waiting to see it.
Picture. Yeah, I know. I'm saving it. So I'm getting there. I know. I'm slow.
We're already 10 minutes late.
And long-winded.
Or 20 minutes late.
We're not 10 minutes late. We're live. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, yeah. See, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Can't be late if we're on time. Anyway,
Brian.
Yeah.
Are you you're examining the Twitch at the moment?
Oh, God. What did we miss?
no,
Oh,
I can see
geez.
we're all off kilter.
I said it
We're blocked
earlier
by
that
Discord.
we're all blocked by something else.
Yeah, you're blocked by
Discord's in front
Discord.
of
Yeah.
everything.
Our
There,
cameras
there,
aren't
there,
showing.
there you go. Yeah, I know your cameras aren't showing. It's because I'm talking.
Oh, now we're all.
I'm getting ready to post.
There we go.
I'm getting ready to post in a channel, and I can't post in the channel at the same time as being all of us on
okay.
camera in the right spot. So that
Just
doesn't
wanted
work.
to make
Like,
sure.
God bless it. Now I jacked it all up. Hold on. Ugh. Son of a biznatch.
Also, just a reminder, don't forget to put me as one of the moderators or whatever on Twitch.
Okay.
You still haven't done that yet?
Yeah, you should remind me when we're not on stream. I will try. I don't think I can do that right now, but
I will remind you off stream.
I'll give you my password. And you can do it.
No, I think
James
that's the
goes
thing
in
you
and
don't want
messes
to do
with a
on
bunch of
stream.
stuff. That'd be funny. All right.
Right.
What the hell? Oh, there it is. Okay. Son of a pup. Save as. Let's try this again. I want to save it as a JPEG. Oh, that's why. Okay. I see. I see what I did wrong. I saved it in the wrong spot. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Okay, and then I can close this. Okay. All right. So now what I'm doing, the reason I was doing that is because I thought when I posted this to the No Good Deed channel here, which is going to take us all off camera. But I thought when I posted this to the No Good Deed channel, then people would be able to see it on the stream, which eventually they will here. But
Oh God.
I was
Oh
just going
God.
to share it to the thing.
It just put like the oh that looks so trippy with the text ripped through the boxes like that.
You like it? All right.
No,
so,
no, I don't.
So what you're going to look at is, well, geez, 45 megs. Well, okay, so let me make a source here. Screen capture, add source. We're going to call it, I guess, well, for sure, fine. We'll call it that. We'll just put it over everything right now. As soon as it works. Whoops, wrong thing. There we go. Ta-da!
Oh, where'd all the Power Rangers go?
I deleted them all. I wasn't really
Oh my
ready for
goodness.
them to be shown to the public
Dang it.
yet.
Okay, hold on. Let me capture a different thing here. Okay, so now I guess you gotta look at it in the
I like it.
the thing.
Man, this is a huge picture, isn't it? Yes,
It
oh
is,
my
yeah.
Lord.
It is.
Oh, I like this.
Mine's loading much slower than.
No,
it's taking a second.
it's loading slow on the Twitch stream too, but it's because it's 45 megs right now. But
It's printing out on your screen.
Yeah.
That is an awesome picture of Cutler. I fucking love it.
so I did that on stream, and it's okay, and I am messing with it in Photoshop, but I think that I want to do it again.
I love how Kablooey is just hiding behind.
It's like,
This
Right.
rules.
It
I can
does.
see why you're not happy with it, Brian. I can understand.
And I think
Yeah,
I also
you
colored
can.
it. I also colored it live with Copic markers and Prismacolor pencils and such. And I think if I colored it digitally, I'd be more happy with it. So I may just try to separate the inks and then elongate everybody a little bit more because everybody kind of turned out a little bit shorter looking than what they should.
I mean, it still looks pretty cool though.
But so I might just separate the inks, elongate everybody, and then color it digitally if I can do that.
I think the biggest problem is the fact that Januka and Cutler are relatively on par with everybody else when they're supposed to be like 7 and 8 foot freaking tall.
They look like action
Well,
figures.
if you're looking at it,
Yeah.
well, if you're looking at it, Folidar is 6 foot.
right? Or 4 feet. I don't. It could go either way.
Yeah. Well, I think on his character description he was 6 foot because I
Oh
did,
yeah,
I did
he is
check
6 feet in the
I did
description.
check character descriptions. So and then Kablooey is roughly about half that height. I figured the Moon Knight was a little bit shorter than Folidar, but also kind of crouched, and I figured that Jessa and Tessa were, which I did. I chose Tessa
There's one slight
because I
problem. You
thought
forgot to
Tessa
put-
was more what you want to call it, more
You forgot
Unique.
something.
unique in the facial structure kind of thing. But what did I forget?
You forgot the Steel Defender.
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I? Yep. See, all the more reason to redo it.
I'm looking at it and I'm like, wait, she's a Battlesmith. Where's the Steel Defender?
But Jinyunka, I looked, and Jinyunka's like almost as tall as Cutler, I believe.
Yeah.
So, and actually, Genyuka is short for a Goliath.
That is actually really cool art, dude. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So, but I think
I can see your concerns though, but
I can see the concerns as well. But overall, that's better than most amateurs. are
I
capable of,
also
so.
want well, it better be better than most amateurs, but it has to be a lot better than that then, because I'm not an amateur.
I see one of the problems you're talking about immediately is Fulladar's eyes being off level.
But no, what I was saying is like I think they need to be like, because Fulladar is in kind of a ready pose. Ka is definitely in a ready pose. Tessa's in a very ready pose, and I would like
Everybody to be kind of ready.
It was just poor planning on my part. But Genyuka and Cutler are just kind of standing there.
Januka's there for picture day.
I'd rather have them. I'd rather have them look a little bit more like action-y oriented. They're less static, you know.
And not only that, but the way you did Cutler, you're not seeing any of his lower body through anybody
Right.
at all.
Right. Yeah.
Like you should see his feet or something, like maybe by the legs of Kablooey or something, but you don't.
Well, you would only see. I mean, for the height look right now, you would only see his feet, like maybe by between where Kablooey's foot and Genyuka's foot, like the other side of Genyuka's foot, kind of thing, you know. But yeah.
Well, his second foot would be somewhere between probably Moon Knight and Kablooey.
Well, it'd be that's Moon Knight's cape that you're seeing, or the black thing. So you
okay, I
you
see.
wouldn't see through the cape.
I see. I didn't know. If
You
I
also
was
don't
supposed
see
to
the
be,
Moon
like,
Knight's
part of the
feet,
background or
so, which could be a problem. But you do see
Yeah,
one of his feet to
shadows.
the lower right. One of his,
Yeah,
one of his
yeah.
feet, but it kind of doesn't translate well.
So I can see some of the stuff you're talking about. You're not happy with it, definitely.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that stuck out to me immediately was Fulladar's eyes.
Yeah.
That
Those are kinda
was the
like-
biggest thing, and then the second thing was, like I said, Cutler's feet.
Hey James, it's because they're changing.
Nice.
He's in the
Nice.
process. He's in the process.
He's like trying to change his look, and the picture was drawn as he's changing, and the artist is like, "Really, really?"
All right.
And
So
Fulladar's just like, "Go with it, just put it
Yeah,
in."
yeah.
let me get back to you
Go on,
guys
Billy.
here, and we'll
That is awesome.
shrink that down. All right.
I
No,
loved it.
and by the way, you need to give Januka a shield.
Give Genyuka a shield? Yeah, probably. Yep. Well, I think that they would, because they're such a big team, it would also maybe be better to start out on paper or whatever that's landscape style, you know, like rather
Yeah.
than portrait style.
Yeah, I
then-
think you
and
limited
then-
yourself with portrait.
And then later, when I get them done landscape style, put them on a portrait style background, right?
Yeah,
And then
I
I
see
can
vision.
put some kind of background in there, something cool, and then
Yeah.
and then maybe a title of like No Good Deed or something like that.
yeah, that would be awesome.
And then you guys will all have to give me your addresses or whatever. I know I have James's, but you guys will have to give me your addresses so I can send you No Good Deed posters.
Why do you have mine again? I'm trying to remember.
For the
Mhm.
stickers, I haven't the stickers I haven't sent you. Oh, I have
Oh,
Daniels.
that's right.
I have Daniels too.
Yeah, I think you should
But I've
have
had
mine
Daniels
too.
forever, so for other reasons.
No.
We're secret lovers, anyway. So yeah, and yes, that is live, Daniel. Now, anyway, so like Daniel's gonna turn 3 shades of red now. All right, no, okay, just for those watching, I know it's too late to deny, but we're not really secret lovers. All right,
No, he's just helping me with my comic book.
all right, yeah, that's.
Oh, you're making a comic book?
He's
Made
already
a
got
comic
one made. We're doing a Kickstarter. It's just you know, taking some time with me, and that's what
Yeah,
part of the problem is.
Wait, so you're doing art for the comic then?
No, I'm the publisher,
He's the publisher.
but I'm trying to get a Kickstart. Why is this not giving me Daniel's
Right.
name right?
We've just been
There.
trying since it came out in October of 2022.
Yeah.
So did you draw the art, or who
No, I'm just a writer. I had a young man from Nigeria, actually,
Ooh,
named Harrison Prime, who did the artwork.
sounds like a dope name.
And he is actually in a Nigerian a chat group that I belong to too. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
which is interesting because it's kind of, you know how things come full circle. So
Yeah.
I did a character for a Nigerian comic book way back when, and um, I just basically made them up and gave it to the the people involved, and and I made like they wanted like a Captain America type guy, but for Nigeria.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know anything about Nigeria, so I had to do some research and stuff. But um, so I made this guy named the Compatriot, and the reason I called him the Compatriot is because of the song, the national song of Nigeria is "Rise, O Compatriots" or something close to that.
Oh.
My memory might be off a little bit.
Translation.
My memory might be off a little bit, but it's "Rise, O Compatriots," or anyway, something along those lines. And anyway, so I did that, and then I met a lot of artists and stuff and writers from Nigeria, and then they did that comic. And then I got back into another group that's like kind of a chat group on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's like a
Yeah.
Nigerian comics or whatever. So they found out
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
And then it's funny because then this Harrison Prime guy is from Nigeria. So I was like, that's interesting.
Nice.
A lot of good artists from Nigeria.
A way for you to make a little bit of money, Brian, is you could probably start a Skillshare account and like do lessons about art and stuff. Means you're a pretty good artist.
What's a Skillshare thing?
Skillshare is a website where people kind of share their skills and teach other people how to do it.
Skillshare. Okay, I'll have to look into that. Skillshare. Is it? Deontay left us.
Deontay left us and Taylor left us.
No, Taylor's there.
I'm still here.
Taylor's right there.
Oh wait, no,
yes.
Taylor is on Daniel's screen now. So Daniel left us.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Everybody's still in the.
Daniel's off
in
camera
Discord.
and Deontay's off camera.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Ah, okay. Deontay, are you there?
He's AFK. He must have
He
had to run to the bathroom or something.
typed in the chat saying he will be right back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
The Wizard's Forge. Right there you are. Everybody, can I do that? Wait, let me try it. Let me see what I can do.
Can you do what?
Wizards
Oh, God.
Forge. Do you do this on Twitch too, James?
I don't, but I could start, I suppose. I mostly do
It didn't
YouTube
work
because-
anyways. Yay! I suck. Anyway, so
What the heck was that?
So if you do
Exclamation.
the exclamation point SO with the right things and whatever going on, a lot of times it'll do like a shout out to Wizards Forge, and it'll like, direct people to your channel on Twitch. Yeah. So you know what? You guys can do it the old-fashioned way, and you can right-click on the Wizards Forge and find out where his channel's at. Because Brian kind of sucks at that. Anyway.
Yeah, I think I could actually probably link my YouTube to Twitch, can't you?
Yeah, it's somehow you do it. Let me try capital SO. I don't know if that makes a difference. I don't know. Let's try Deontay's channel because I know he's actually does the stuff on Twitch. Also, it might make a difference that I'm doing this in Streamlabs, and I might have to actually do it on the Twitch channel to make it work. I don't freaking know.
Yeah, it is a possibility.
I know one of you five viewers that are out there are gonna correct me because I need correction. Correction. I'm a masochist. for punishment.
Don't. Okay, that's not where I thought you were going with that. Knowing you as well as I know you, that is not where I thought you were going with that at all.
You were thinking it was gonna be worse, didn't you?
Yes.
I'm a sucker for punishment. Punish me, punish me.
Gods.
All right. Come on, Deontay, man. I got a whole monologue set up. All right. Taylor, today you'll be playing the part of Daniel until he gets back on camera. Oh, there's Daniel. Okay, you're done playing Daniel.
So anyway, it's Pips Imaginarium,
Oh, there you go. That's what you went to do.
and it's Nightchild Game of Swords. As
That's the
comic
cover.
book.
I don't know if they can see that good enough, but if they're watching on the screen, they probably can.
And anybody interested can go to chat.dednightchild.com.
Should put that in the.
I'll put it in a message over here
I
on
was saying, can you
Twitch.
put it on Twitch? Yeah. There's an ad break in progress.
How the
All right, so
It said that the message was deleted by the moderator. And I'm now finding out.
it's an auto mod thing. I'll have to fix that too. I put it in there.
Okay.
I got
to
it right.
prevent people from doing links?
Yeah, it's because I have an auto mod set up, so just not everybody's just throwing links in there. But I wish there was a way I could set it up to everybody that I want to be able to throw links in there can, but without necessarily having them to have to be a moderator. I don't want anybody to feel like they have to be a moderator. All right. Waiting on Deontay. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, okay, so you guys are all camping around the fire there, as you can see.
Okay, I've added my Wizard's Forge to the Twitch page link, so yeah.
All right, good deal.
And I just, yep, moderator did the same thing to mine.
What,
Moderator was like, no.
said, no, can't do it. All right.
So that's your site, Januka?
Yeah, the website's is
Ooh, I like the art. Ooh.
Is it youtube.com/wizardsforge
I'll just send it to you via.
or /@wizardsforge, I should say.
Give me a second to pull it back up. Ah, fuck. No, go back. YouTube.com/@wizardsforge.
There we go.
Except I spelt wizards wrong and I did not put an apostrophe, so it's just WIZARDS.
Got it.
And then
Got it already. Hey, look who's back.
FORGE.
It's Deontay. Are you okay? Is everything good? Okay.
No complaint.
Uh-oh. Okay. Are you sure? If you need to vent about it, you should by all means do it live in front of everybody.
Exactly. You
'Cause-
can't vent if you don't
'cause,
know
I
the
mean,
audience.
Because, I mean, everybody needs to know your personal business. That's how
If I've
life
learned
works.
anything from being a wrestling fan, is that if you don't do any of your outrage on Twitter, it didn't happen.
Yeah. Twitter or Facebook? Facebook is acceptable.
Or Twitch.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are all sitting around the campfire. You guys have bedded down for the night to take your night's rest with Arlim and Belshar, the two wolves. Belshar seems more comfortable with Jessa's Steel Defender, and Arlim seems more comfortable with Fallon. Olean, the druid, and Quipper, the ranger, have all kind of settled down to kind of just eat a meal, and you guys are resting. Where did it go? Okay, there we go. And as you are resting, you feel a chill wind, and the air becomes heavy with an ominous presence. Shadows kind of dance in sinister patterns, and you guys kind of look around, and you see the hackles stand up on the back of one of the wolves, and then shortly thereafter the other wolf, and they start kind of emitting low growls.
Most peculiar.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Out of the shadows over here, I'm gonna see if I can do a. Here, let me see this real quick. Oh, wrong thing. Out of the shadows over in this direction. Where is it? We'll put them right over here. I think he'll appear. Maybe he'll appear. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, over about here. No? Why is it not? Nothing's working. Why is it working?
It's working. Oh, what the fuck is that?
Hang on, let me refresh.
What?
Is that
So
a fucking
it's working.
lich?
It's working for you. Yeah, it looks somewhat like a lich.
Oh, jeez.
Only it's wearing black. There we go. Oh, now it appeared. Now I refreshed. But okay.
I don't like the fact that there's
Thank
a
you,
lich
Roll
shambling.
20. Thank you very much. I'm gonna
Roll
put,
20 has had a lot of issues since they updated some shit.
yeah, it's
What's-
overpowered now to a degree.
I'm worried what's going to happen in the future because do you keep up with their plans? They're planning on doing a complete overhaul of their system.
Oh wow. No, I didn't know exactly.
This year they're planning on doing an overhaul of their system. So that could
That
end
could be a
badly.
good. That could be a good thing or a bad
Good
thing.
or bad thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so he appears right about here actually, and you hear a kind of strange voice coming from him. Hold on 1 second. What you see before you,
Unarmored defense.
Is
What
a
the
gaunt-
fuck? Where did that come from?
a gaunt faced man,
Oh, those things.
essentially. He looks similar in appearance to a once handsome man that has had his face turned ghastly pale and kind of stretched over his skeleton.
Upon seeing him, Foldar just exclaims, "Jessa, it seems like you have a new fan."
Yeah,
Ah,
he has very humanoid mannerisms, like very much human. But you can see his hands are basically skeletal remains, and his teeth are crooked and yellowed. You know, and he says, "Welcome, mortals, to the realm of eternal torment." And you can see the landscape just kind of transforms all around you and turns into this desolate, barren wasteland.
That is disgusting.
His voice echoes.
that is fun.
His voice echoes. He says, "I am the harbinger of your impending doom. Perhaps you know me. I am called Sirik."
History check.
Do
Yeah.
we know him?
Yeah, make a history check if you'd like. Anybody who wants to, or religion. Religion works for
I
anybody
would
who would rather
hope
do
with
religion.
my infinite studies, I would have some residual knowledge of this.
Yeah, and actually, since you do a lot of book reading, you could do that at advantage.
Oh, appreciate it.
Well,
Anything like Baldur's Gate, I'm gonna have 2 terrible rolls. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I knew it.
Butler somehow knows better than
my
Deontay.
Oh my gosh.
What the actual? That is just not possible. 2. I just go, no, doesn't ring a bell.
Fulidar, you kind of shake your head and think about how religious dogma is tripe anyway.
Butler somehow knows better than Deontay.
Jeez, it's just like Baldur's Gate. I just roll the lowest roll every time.
So Januka, you're not too familiar. You've heard the name, maybe, but for Ka and Tessa and Cutler, you all know the name pretty well. And Sirik is the god of the dead. He is the essentially he is the lord of lies and trickery and the undead, so to speak. He's also known as the Black Sun and the Dark Sun, and he's got tons of other names.
I don't like this.
Taylor, you would notice that one of his names is the Dark Prince, the Prince of Madness, or the Assassin. You know that he teamed up with somebody else to once upon a time kill the god or goddess of magic at the time. So yeah,
This dude sounds horrible.
And I'm just like, are we supposed to know who you are here, sir?
My man, I'm a big fan of your work.
Oh, he can't be good.
he says,
I like that. Jessa and Tessa are a fan of them. Nope, you're
He
bad.
says-
You're bad.
he
Get
says-
away.
he says, "Of course you are. That's why you carry my dagger."
Cutler looks. Excuse me.
He says, "But that is not important. What is important is me being the harbinger of your impending doom." He says, Behold, I am the necromancer god, the puppeteer of the deceased, the orchestrator of despair. You have faced mere mortals, but now you stand on the precipice of facing an evil that transcends the boundaries of your feeble understanding.
And yet you define yourself as evil. Interesting.
He says, ah, yes. But
Seems
there,
pretty clear and understanding, if I do say so myself.
he says, I do not define myself as evil, per se.
Yet you just did.
No, he said he said you face mere mortals, but now you stand on the precipice of facing an evil that transcends the boundaries of your feeble understanding.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. You know, you
That
described yourself as evil.
that wasn't in reference to myself, he says.
I would say continue on.
Evil is a range, by the way.
He
Right,
says
exactly.
he says the abyss gazes back at you, and within it lies the culmination of all your fears and nightmares. As
But
you,
it's an abyss,
he says yes.
so nothing's in it.
He says the fabric of reality generally unravels at my command, and the undead
Not
rise.
everything-
He says
Not
don't interrupt me
everything
while
is
I'm
well.
monologuing.
Cutler just looks at this dude and just doesn't understand what the fuck's going on and just laughs at him as he gets angry.
He says fine. He says I can just walk away.
No, I apologize. Minus any grammatical or logical errors, the story is quite riveting. Please continue.
He says
Oh,
you don't understand. I am here to warn you. That is what
I-
a harbinger does.
I don't like that.
He says, my friends, the only reason I'm here to warn you is because you do carry my dagger. He says, but if you think you are so haughty as to believe that you got everything under control on your own, then don't allow me to interfere.
Okay, cool. Bye.
Wait. I can admit that I am a little curious by your harbinging.
He says,
Harbinging.
harbinging. He says, you are about to face an ancient evil. One the likes of
what
which
is this?
they would not even dare call me evil if I were compared to.
That's good.
Are they like still killable? Like,
He says
are they
they
tameable?
he says they, like me, are a god.
Ah.
He says, of course they're killable. Everything dies.
Including.
He says, I am a testament to that.
All right. Yes.
He
I
says,
need
as
But
appearance.
not everything that's killed stays dead. So,
he says, I don't know that it needs to stay dead, but it definitely needs to be put in its place.
What are you proposing?
He says, I am proposing that you do my bidding in this matter.
We have a deal.
Would you say we have a deal?
is okay.
What? Excuse me, motherfucker! Who is this we?
Now, Cutler, just take a moment to think about this. We are going to encounter the ancient evil, no matter what manner of which we take, it seems. It only seems fair that we get something in exchange for having to encounter it.
How about we find out the fine details before we sign?
Right? Like what?
I'm sure the details will matter, not regardless. The fact of the matter is we're still going to do it. But having a gun in our
Alright,
pocket,
you can have his soul, but not mine.
Right? Get the fuck out of
He
here!
says,
Oh,
he says,
please,
he
he's
says,
undead.
you,
Souls
you,
don't
you
interest
hear
him.
Sirik say to Tessa, he says, but my dear, you are the one that carries my dagger.
He's got
I
a
would
point
have
there.
thought you would be the first to agree.
Cutler looks at her. Where did you get this fucking dagger?
Was he there when was Cutler in the area when we did
Color,
that?
Color was in the area. I don't know that he was down there when she got
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he was down there in the boat.
Or it was at, yeah. So it was, because remember it came from the tree, but it was like when you burnt the tree down or something like that. I think. I think Cutler was burning the tree down, and Jessa found
Yeah,
it
I was doing
outside
something different
in
at this
the-
point. So where the fuck?
Well,
did
okay,
you get
so
this
so
dagger?
so Cutler was Cutler was basically like on top of the boat or in the boat. I don't remember, but he was burning the Gophias tree down from inside, and then Jessa like kind of like was looking around, scoping about, and found it. Like it had kind of like taken the place, like it had been left in the ashes or whatever of the tree.
You're the one who gave her her fan club.
Yeah, yeah. And speaking of which, I don't have the fan club on the map. I don't know why.
When have we started calling it fan club?
And Janika speaks up and says, "I do not serve the likes of you."
What a sport.
He says,
Well,
Cut-
we're not talking about you right now, so.
Cutler also says, and I damn sure don't serve you.
he says,
You don't
Rotten
serve anyone.
eggs, all of you.
Actually, that's where you're wrong. Cutler does serve a god.
okay, hold on.
Eh,
3 zombies.
loosely.
Larry, Moe, and Curly, or
Cutler
no,
tur-
that's what that's
Cutler-
Larry, Daryl, and Daryl, Larry.
Cutler
Daryl.
serves Typhon.
I like that I agreed, knowing that like 2 people are dead set on not doing this specifically,
He
and
says,
then
he says
the
before.
person that I thought was gonna be on board is like, no.
Yeah, Cyric says, okay, before you all get in a tizzy, he says, perhaps you could hear me out. He says, I will, knowingly being labeled the god of lies and trickery. I could be lying to you now, but I will try to divulge so that there might be some level of trust between you and I. And this is for my own ill-gotten gains. Of course, he says.
Naturally.
He says that.
What?
He says
a
that.
god wanting help for
he
their
says
own
that makes
purposes?
sense.
No.
He says, see, the way I see it is if I interfere and I try to do something to stop this god's unambitious plans, mind you, if I might say so myself. If I interfere, then other gods want to interfere, and they want to interfere, and then more and more great powered beings get involved, and there's just mass chaos, which could end in the ruin of your world, of course. But
It could
that's
also be
neither
fun.
here nor there. But if you do this for me, me being the god of the dead and all, I give you all 1. And he holds up a skeletal bony finger. He says, 1 get out of jail free card.
Oh.
An escape from
You mean
mortality.
He
May I
says,
ask a question? Was it Riddick?
Riddick, you mean Quipper or Olean? You mean those
No, I
guys?
was referring to the guy.
Cyric.
Cyric. I was referring to Cyric.
Cyric. Yeah.
It was Riddick, the god of undead.
Oh, I get you. I
So,
see.
what you're saying is that in exchange for helping you, you will allow us to circumvent the very mortal realm 1 time.
He says that is correct. I will place
Now-
upon you all a permanent death ward.
Now, is this just in case of like death by battle or old age?
Good question. Good question. Good question.
He says, well, I will place upon you a permanent death ward, which will allow you to, in any case of death, avoid it 1 time.
Does that automatically trigger, or do we decide when it triggers?
Maybe we dead.
He says it automatically triggers, unfortunately. He says,
Yeah, not as valuable.
he says, if you were to use it at old age, you would, in a sense, gain a sort of immortality, but I would not wish that upon you.
I see. Immortality, you say?
He kind of walks around, pacing a little bit, and he says, as a monk, you will eventually have a sort of timelessness, anyways. So, I would think that this would come in more handy for battles or the like.
The monk studies are what they are. I went through all of the text, and what I came to the conclusion of is each individual is their own person. My monkhood in the monastery has no standing on my decision. The thrall of immortality does not either. Rather, the information that it is so possible is what I am more interested in.
He says, well, perhaps. He says, but allow me to enlighten you about this evil deity that you are about to face. Have you ever heard of a mind flayer?
I'm sorry. It seems that you've triggered a sense of actual seriousness here. Mind flayer?
He says, yes, well,
Now are you serious?
he says, well, mind flayers
Yourself to
are
the top.
all sort of controlled by a higher power. He says, and this higher power has roots with this ancient evil that I discuss. Though this thing would be at home in the far realm, it chooses to occupy one of the 9 hells.
Something of that nature. I suppose a qualifier for the term evil is appropriate.
He says, it has broken through into your realm, or part of its realm has broken through. He says, the only reason we're safe now is because of this land you see around you. And, you take a look at the desolate wasteland with maybe some skulls scattered here and there or whatever. He says, this land is safe because I have brought it here, and she cannot see into here.
Interesting.
Enough beating around the bush. Who art this evil? Does it have a name?
She is known as the Blood Queen.
I don't know why, but I heard like an ominous choir when he said that. It just
I don't like that.
the Blood Queen.
The Blood Queen. So, the task you want us to do is to kill this Blood Queen?
Her real name, Piscathese. Piscathese. I don't know.
Piscathese.
Piscathis.
History
Piscathis.
check.
Piscathis. Yeah,
And
okay.
I want to go for a history check here. I need some sort of redemption.
Yeah,
for this
history or
double
religion.
nat one.
History or religion, you can go.
I'm just so sure that this is gonna go belly up again on me.
Another 12.
Everybody, I just want to know how to spell it. That's what I'm rolling for.
Right?
Both ones. No, I'm joking.
That would have been hilarious.
I would have stopped playing.
32.
You guys would have been in Foldar.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
20.
Gosh, she knows more about history than me. Can we
Piss-
talk about that?
Pisca.
Right.
Pisca something.
Piscathis.
Pis.
Piss in a jar.
Piscathis. Piscathis?
Escapesis.
Piscathis?
I will hereby call this god piss in a jar.
Okay.
Pistachio.
So for
Pistachio, I
Tessa,
like it.
Tessa and not now you know we use the Blood Queen. Anyway, so for Tessa and Ka
Kablooey.
and Daniel, you've heard the name again, but this one is more obscure. So only Tessa and Ka know of this Blood Queen and the name Piscathis. Anyway, yeah. So
Piss in a jar.
Iskabasis. That's
he
the
does say
pronunciation.
her interests lay beyond the dimensions. She hasn't that much of ambitions, but she is essentially the goddess of aboleths.
Duh.
Ooh.
You're right.
She is
Would
ruled.
Cutler know what an aboleth is?
You want to do another history roll? These are not going.
You would have heard Cutler. You would have definitely heard of an aboleth. They are to you. They are creatures of such great terror that you almost don't believe that they exist. First of all, and you know that they are definitely, children's nightmare stories kind of thing, but they're of legendary thing, and you've heard of people like other pirates and such that have encountered them, but they're essentially known as like terrors of the deep, like.
Cutler, upon hearing the god of Aboleth, just kind of shudders and goes, first things first, let's say I believe Aboleth exists in the first place. There's a god of them?
Why would there be?
He says, well, yes, a goddess, if you would. I don't think her mate would be considered a god, but he is very powerful.
Cutler goes, okay, I'm not going to lie, I wasn't paying attention to most of your speech because you seem pretty uninteresting to me, but you caught me upon mentioning Aboleth. What exactly is the problem with this blood queen?
He says, well, you see, the reason that you were brought to my attention is the possession of the dagger, but also you had a run-in with mind flayers, sort of, and I thought that perhaps you would be well supplied, as mind flayers take thralls and enslave other races. So do the Abolethic sovereignty do to mind flayers.
So what you're saying is it's a top-down scenario.
Precisely.
You think it wasn't just the mind flayers that came for us?
He says,
well, to a pyramid scheme.
He says, that is what I'm hoping you will find out, and if you can uncover any sort of ulterior plans that this goddess has made.
And how do you expect us to infiltrate this place? We don't have any tadpoles in our heads.
He says, no, but you're heading there now.
Excuse me, what? The place we're heading is where... Oh, God, okay.
Suddenly,
Cutler kind of...
this situation are lining up a little...
Cutler, you guys could tell, Cutler's kind of, like, afraid right now.
He says, so you all agree then?
No!
I mean...
No deal with you, but we're still going there.
We're heading there anyway, and you know, one free escape from death is a pretty potent reward.
I had already given my answer.
He says, especially when you're about to face an evil god.
Oh God.
He says,
so
people view me wrongly. Death is a part of life. He says, but this god, what she has planned.
So, let me get this straight. You're going to give us a gift to help us accomplish what we were already going to accomplish for your own needs?
That is correct.
Yeah, something sounds off about that.
So here's the thing. Your death ward is, how do I say, flavorful. Very interesting. But if we were to use that death ward in order to stave off death from the hands of this blood queen, it's less of a reward and more of a necessary precaution.
He says, you are right.
And there's no other fine details about this reward.
I just want to be clear, like, Foladar is taken back because someone just plainly admitted that he was correct.
Right?
Just like, right?
And who, I don't know who it was. It was specifically Tessa and Ka, right? That knew he was the god of trickery and the god of lies. You know,
this guy's not to be trusted.
And to add, all we've been doing is just picking on him basically up until this point.
Can I do an insight check to see if he wants anything else?
Absolutely.
He wants your flesh when you're done with it. That's what he wants.
I mean, once I'm done with it, he can have it.
He's gonna. Okay, so it doesn't sound like he is withholding anything else that he wants you to do, but you can tell he's definitely withholding something. Who got the 18. That was Ka. Ka, your immediate thought is that yeah, he's gonna get death ward us, but the way we're gonna avoid death is we're gonna become undead.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Um, Tessa, your thought is that he's withholding something because there's some sort of relevant information that he doesn't want you to know.
So, we're friends here, right? I have your dagger. We're chummy.
He says, you see him grin, and it is like almost terrifying. This grin is just hideous, and he says, "Why, yes," and he says, "I am proud of your exploits."
And you have
He
just
says-
a wonderful smile, by
He
the
says,
way.
he says, when you stabbed that guy in the garden, it was the most wonderful thing, and everybody else is kind of like, "What? I don't remember a guy in the garden." You know, like,
Cutler looks over again with the secret.
because none of you were there, right? So
Volodar was.
no. This is when she went and messed around with the dude, and then she killed the dude. So,
Polar's just gonna be like, another murder for shame, Jessa. I cannot believe, so willfully.
You're the witness to every single.
Cutler just goes, "Are we sure you're not a member of a death cult?"
he says, while that was Lord Baal's domain, you know, and you, some of you that had the high religion checks will recognize the name of Lord Baal as the Lord of Murder. He says, you know, while that was his domain, I still found it very pleasing.
Are we sure you're not a member of a death cult?
What do you mean member? She's probably the leader.
He's the
This
guy.
time
He's
I'm
got
almost
the
half
cult about
surprised she
him.
isn't the god.
Anyways, we're friends. We get along great and all that. I just feel like there's a little more something you could tell us.
I too am not a big fan of people withholding information.
Well then.
He says, well, I suppose I could give up some more details.
I would like you to pinky swear.
Don't touch him. What do you do?
Even Cutler thinks that's a bad idea.
He says, well, I could pinky swear, I suppose, if you all agree that you will do this for me.
I just look at
Well,
the team.
if we're already going to go kill this Blood Queen, I see no harm in this.
He
I
says,
see lots of harm in this.
He says, well, you are headed to the Garlstone mine, are you not?
While this conversation is going on, Cutler would
Yes.
like to try to, in his head, reach out to the god he worships and see if they would be okay with him doing this or not.
Should we be
Okay.
alerting gods?
Go ahead, try to.
Say your
You're
prayers.
you're gonna kind of quietly pray to yourself in your head, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. All right, go ahead and make
Well,
a
Oh my idea. I was going to do the same thing.
make a religion check. Okay,
Yikes.
Can I use an inspiration to reroll that?
you could use an inspiration to
I
add a d6.
promise you, if you become undead, I will kill you again.
Ugh.
At least
Well,
that's a 10.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much, but I have no
Hey, my God is
intentions on
specifically
becoming
about
undead
Information, ain't it?
or taking the steel.
Like, I think anybody who has a god should be, like, asking your god, is it okay if I do this? Because there's a
I think
possibility...
I know the answer.
I have
Your
a
god is
knowledge,
probably going to be like, no.
I
My God
already
is
know.
very neutral.
I don't even have to ask.
Right?
Well, see, Typhon is the god of storms and chaos, so
Yeah.
he very well might be okay with it.
Okay, so Daniel, who is your deity again?
Hold on.
Wait, you serve a god, Deontay?
No, no,
Denied
Daniel.
I
The
did-
Daniel.
god of mountains and peaks.
Yeah, no, what's his name?
Denitis.
Denitis. Okay, yeah. and
I
he
thought
is
Orion was the god of knowledge.
dwarven god, or is he? Oh, no, he's not a dwarven god. He's
He's a nature god.
a
God
nature
of
god. Yeah.
balance.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Um. Hmm. Your god, Daniel, Januka's god, Januka's deity says, kind of replies to you, uh, even if you have to strike a deal with Sirik, uh, a strike at a god so evil, at such an evil power, the goddess, the Blood Queen, uh, and any strike against her is for the benefit of mankind and nature. Okay, so he's kind of agreeing that take the deal, we'll sort it out later, kind of thing. I mean, you are a paladin, so that kind of makes you kind of feel like, yeah, okay, I'm good with my deity, kind of thing. Cutler doesn't really get much of a feel back,
Of course not.
other than he kind of feels like Typhon has left him adrift in the chaos in this thing, which is very Typhon-esque.
Yes.
You only pray when you need something.
I
And
like to say that my deal with my god is less of a
So,
player and more
actually-
of a partnership.
Typhon is not just of chaos; he is also of death,
Storms,
according
too.
to this fandom, and,
Yeah.
and death, according to this fandom. So,
so
Cutler knowing this would go, I guess.
I think Cutler would kind of feel like, hey, we're killing something, you know.
Yeah, like I guess my god
Cut-
would enjoy that.
there might be destruction involved, and hopefully piracy, like, okay. And do you have a deity, Folidar?
So Volodar communes with the god of knowledge,
Ogma, right? Or no, not Ogma.
Orion.
Gond. Oh,
or Orion.
Orion. Okay.
Yeah, so he communes with it, but Volodar would be decisively agnostic towards his god, despite knowing his existence.
You got a 12. Okay, so you got kind of a low roll too.
Yeah.
Um,
Anything to seek out more knowledge.
is it? How do you spell his name? Aurin? Is that or
Aureon?
Aureon. Let's see. Oh, I'm trying to remember what.
If you put in that plus god of knowledge or D&D, it should pop up.
Is it Aureon?
That is correct.
You are god of knowledge. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Patron of wizards. Okay. Yep. I heard that. That's what I thought. Okay.
So, for those of who are not aware of Typhon, I am posting an image of my god in our group chat.
My God.
Yeah, that's exactly what I imagined it looks like. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He is the god of chaos, death, destruction, fire, and storms.
Okay.
Specifically, by the way,
How-
arson,
how-
volcano, catastrophe.
And yet I'm the one who keeps murdering everyone.
Okay. So, Folidar, for you, I'm saving. Can you tell I'm saving you for last, Taylor?
Yep.
So,
I
you already know,
It's
don't
either
you?
me or you, so.
So Folidar, you get kind of a non-committal response from your deity, and you just get the feeling of, well, you'll never know if you don't go. Kind of.
That is exactly what I was looking
You know,
for.
like,
Perfect.
and then Tessa, who is your deity? Do you have one?
I believe it's pronounced Gond.
Gond.
It's
Okay,
the
yeah.
god of.
He is a god of
invention
knowledge,
and
also
craft.
adventure. Yeah, yep.
Invention and
Yep.
more practical knowledge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because you're an artificer. That's right.
Why had
Did
just
you
tried
do
to-
a religion
gonna
check?
one-up my knowledge god.
Sure, I can
do another religion check as if you're going to kind of consult your god.
So a little bit of background on Typhon. Some of his nicknames include the Destroyer and the Stormlord. His symbol is an explosive lightning strike. His worshippers are most commonly barbarians, druids, fighters, half-orcs, and dragonborn. Because to dragonborn, Typhon was fathered by Io, and became a power for destruction, representing in nature its most destructive phases.
And so if you're wondering who Io is essentially the over
The god of gods for dragons.
Yeah, the over god of dragons, basically. Yeah.
There's a little quote on the wiki I'm looking at that says, Typhon is an uncontrollable barbarian that makes his sister Tiamat angry during the Christmas parties.
Nice.
Typhon is the second most powerful dragonborn deity, a deity with
That's only
that
'cause he
has
teases her.
anger written all over
It's
him.
only because he teases her ugly Christmas sweater. That's
Right?
Yeah, I put a picture of Denius in.
I'm looking at Denitis, and once again, I'm just like, yeah. I you know, if anything we've learned from Januka, this is
Okay.
the type of god I imagine.
So Tessa, you get a very you get a very strong vibe from Gond, and it's well, ours is the way of neutrality, and if there is information and creativity to be involved, I trust your judgment.
She gotta do what you please answer. Everybody else is like yes or no.
Okay, and then Caw, you know what your answer is already, I'm sure.
No.
No consultation needed.
So Caw, you rolled a 17, I think, or was that for your other?
That was for the other one. Do you want me to roll another one?
It's up to you if you want to consult with Bahamut. That's up to you.
Role playing purposes, I absolutely would.
All right, I'll do it for the sake of it. I don't think it's necessary, but let's.
I don't either. Let's be honest. Your answer's gonna be no, unless you roll in that one, and then maybe
Hey,
you
look at that.
misunderstand.
Hey, look at that. Get a load of that.
Okay.
You're gonna misunderstand your god.
You don't get much of a response as far as like a
We're
strong.
sorry, we're sorry, busy.
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
call
Beep,
back
beep,
later.
beep, 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 beep. You know, the voicemail box is full. And it was,
Full. Yeah. Well,
No,
buddy, the person you were trying to call is currently not available.
So-
It's like
Please
all
don't
God,
later.
killer gods, you can never get an answer.
So you don't get a strong feeling from him, but like a strong vibe. You feel that part of that could be due to the idea that you're in Siric's little demi-plane type thing going on here. But
Guys, I don't think
You're-
prayers are getting out.
your strange feeling though is that if it's a deal with Sirik, it can't be trusted. Which I'm thinking is kind of where you were probably going anyways.
Cutler goes, do we have to accept the deal? Could we deny it but still do the thing anyway?
Now
That's
hold
what
on a
I was
second.
gonna do.
You all pestered me about taking things
He
and
says-
not getting an
he
idea
says-
of what they are.
Sirik smiles. You hear a kind of a scary, wicked chuckle from him, and he says, "You may do what you wish."
Okay, because I think my god would be interested in the chaos and destruction that may come from this adventure. But you, my friend, seem shady to me, and I don't exactly trust shady. Mind you, that's coming from a pirate captain.
He says, "Well, those of you who agree know you are." He says, "But for now, I have other things to tend to." And he says,
Wait,
"Oh,"
wait,
he
wait.
said-
What about that information you promised?
He says, "Very well. The information is that
I've given you all the
the
information.
information is all you know. That says you are about to go to the Garlstone mine, correct?"
This
Yes.
is true.
He says, "Beneath the Garlstone mine is a labyrinth of tunnels and caves.
God,
You will fight many, many things there."
I
He
don't like the
says,
sound of that.
"Near the bottom of the caves is a sort of portal into this dimension that I was speaking of, but yet it exists here on this realm. as well, just very, very deep. He says, "It is an entire city. Treat it as such." He says, "Just be very careful because it is an entire city inhabited by many dark things, including mind flayers."
This is quite intriguing.
It's
Are you
quite
to say that
terrifying.
it's an ancient city?
He says, "Ah, yes, very, very incredibly old."
Oh.
Would you say it's perhaps one of the
Discovery.
original cities?
He says, "The original city's in its own plane, perhaps." He says, "Here, I guess it's new to here." He says, but it's hard to tell how it exists." He says, "Remember, I am relatively new to this godly realm." He says, "After all,
Understandable.
I had to kill the old god of death to get here."
Yes, killing a god of death does seem particularly difficult.
Cutler is not for sure if Fuladar is joking, being sarcastic, or being serious, and just kind of chuckles.
Okay, well, make with the warding of death now, if you will.
He says, "All right," and he says, "And as I said, I have other things to get to. Those of you who agree, agree. Those of you who don't, you know who you are." And then he kind of fades away. Everything everything fades back to like where you were in the campsite or whatever. And he says, "And now it appears you have some things to do as well." And he disappears.
We already were going to do them.
Um,
God.
and as you hear that, you hear, or as he disappears, you guys hear a
Oh fuck!
you hear a twig snap, and Arlim and Balshar growl once more.
Cutler readies his glaive.
And Olean says, Olean kind of looks around and says, "Orcs."
Orcs?
You know, Olean, I noticed you were extremely quiet during that whole encounter with the god of undead. But we will talk more about that after we take on the orcs.
Cutler says, "I would like to leave one orc alive to offer as a living sacrifice to my god."
Ah, living sacrifice. Oh, gosh.
You notice that Quipper was very, very silent too, and you notice the dogs didn't bark or anything like after.
Yeah, all
Whatever.
of you guys,
the
shame on
wolves.
you all
But
for no
but
input.
but
They were right.
But you
to
notice
make that deal.
you notice that they were all very still.
They weren't there.
They were there. They were there. They were just frozen. He was talking to only our group.
They just they were there. They just weren't necessarily aware. It was like basically like all this took place in your head.
Time stop.
Eh.
It was
Yeah.
to them, to the outside observer, it would be like it all took place in your heads. You know, like within a matter of seconds.
I still say that comment just to even bring forth confusion, but generally because I'm like, what the heck, guys?
Yeah, yeah. They're like oh, the undead god. What are you
What are you
speaking
talking
of?
about? Are you guys going crazy?
What do you mean?
No, orcs,
She
gotta
says-
deal with that
and
first.
they kind of stand up and they're like we need to prepare for the orcs, you know, like, and
Cutler's like, "I'm always ready."
as if on cue, we're going to start slinging. Oh, you also noticed Navari was very still like that too. So Navari was like there, kind of. Hold on one second. As if on cue, we're whoop, what the heck
Oh,
happened
that
there?
means your girlfriend doesn't have death ward.
Oh my gosh, what the
Oh,
heck is?
wouldn't
Oh,
that
I'm
be
hitting the wrong thing. That's
sad?
why.
Wrong layer. Gotta love that, don't you?
Yeah, it was not only the wrong layer. I was also hitting the wrong. I was hitting control instead of what you call it. Alt.
Yes, so it'd just
Okay.
be like,
So
there's no such thing as love if it isn't tragic.
turn order is up,
All right, initiative.
and
Initiative time.
Initiative
we're gonna
time.
roll initiative. Yeah, yep.
Let's go.
What's that disappearing on me?
Wow.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
Wow.
Oh, we are getting fucked.
Oh my god. This is
Ow.
horrible.
It'll be okay.
The caster
I
going.
have my decks to mine. That's
The
weird.
caster's
Howie?
going first.
I'll lead the charge.
You'll lead the charge.
You'll lead the charge, followed by Kablooey. This is
Are we rolling for Fallon?
Yeah. Did somebody have control of Fallon's token?
Yeah, I do.
Think
I don't think
Taylor
28 HP is right though for
Oh,
level 5.
No, it's not.
I mean, he's a wizard, so if he rolled low, it could be.
It still
wizard
shouldn't be
and-
because you still
and
should have
warlock.
average for the first 5.
Oh, you're doing average for the first 5. Oh.
Yeah, the die roll or the average, whichever's higher for the first 5.
Okay.
34 is correct. Okay.
But it
one
should
sec.
say on his sheet. Do you have control of his sheet or no?
Yeah, I just need to pull it up.
All right,
Fallon.
fair enough.
I don't know why, but I'm either seeing Januka or Navari's health, as well as my own, on
The
my
sheet says
end.
28, so
The sheet says 28. That's weird.
My health is 49, so.
Maybe he just didn't catch the fact that for the first 5
Yeah,
levels we were doing average or whatever, and he was just rolling.
What's his Constitution? Anything?
Constitution is nothing, 0 plus 0.
So
Okay.
my thought is he probably didn't realize you
Well,
had
6
the
times
rule of
6 times 4 or 5 times 5 times. What? No, so Warlock is what? 6 or 8?
8. He's got
Um,
2 levels wizard, 3 levels warlock.
warlock.
Okay, so the wizard is 2 6s. You said 2 levels? Yeah, 2 levels. So 2 6s, and the warlock is 3 8s.
Okay.
So 24 plus 12.
So
At
wait
least.
a minute.
Do
so-
let's do
so
me a
wait a-
favor. Let's do me a favor and let's just roll the 2. Let's roll all of it because he may end up with higher than
Right.
Just taking the average.
the
yeah.
average.
He,
Yeah.
he was wizard first, so that's
so wizard,
automatic.
so that's an automatic 6.
6. And then 2d8 and a 1d6.
Yeah.
So my health may actually end up being higher with
Oh
this
no,
rule
no,
then.
I thought it was 3d8. I thought you
Oh,
said-
3d8 and
Yeah,
1d6,
yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah. Okay.
My health may end up actually being higher with this rule then, because I have a 5 con and a barbarians is 12, so 17 times
So 19
5.
plus 6.
Oh, are we all doing that?
I have 2 points more by going 85 instead of 83.
Okay. Well, you can give yourself the 2 points more. That'll be fine.
So that
yeah,
puts him at
basically-
25.
Yeah,
28
basically.
might be right.
So that puts him at 25. Yeah, so that because that'd be what is the average of the 6-siders a 4, 3.5, so 4, and then 18. So 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 18
Wow.
would be 28. Yeah, so that's right.
Wow, spellcasters.
That's rough.
That's what you get for trying to play a full caster in D&D.
I mean, you
That
could,
is
worse.
true.
You could play a monk.
Right. A low-level monk.
Isn't Monk a D8 though?
It is, but it's
Okay,
It's
my
tough
total
at low
health is
levels.
currently 34.
What's your con score?
That's a great question. I haven't looked at it in a while.
Oops. What did I do here?
12.
So, no, your
Why
modifier.
is it not
Yeah, plus
letting
1.
me open
So
this?
9 times 5, you should be at 45.
Oh,
By
because I
average,
already
yeah.
have one open, maybe like that. Hang on, let me see. And I already have that one open. Hold on, let me make sure. Ah, here we are. All right, you know what, guys? We're gonna take a break real quick. If everybody's good with that,
Trying to
for
get
about
stuff
10
set up.
minutes. Yeah, so I can get finished getting set up, and then we'll be right back.
Works for me.
All right, guys, bear with us. We'll be right back in about 10 minutes. Oh no, you're not ready. Oh, are you ready?
Missing 2 people.
Oh, we're not
No.
ready to go live. We're just ready to be vocal. And live.
That's fine by me. I don't
All
mind
right.
talking.
We're live. We'll wait for them to get back.
So as I was saying, I think the DC-20 RPG is looking pretty promising right now. The Dungeon Coach is a big part of the D&D YouTube sphere since he took off a while back, and I just think he's doing a really interesting thing by taking the best of Pathfinder, the best of 5th edition, and being innovative on those two systems.
Right.
That's what's intriguing me, is that he's taking the systems not just as they are, but innovating on them. He's
Yeah.
actually trying to change the game up, and I appreciate that because not a lot of.
I appreciate that it's he's innovating on 2 existing systems. I prefer that. I mean, there are a really I mean, if you look at it, there are a hellified ton of RPG game systems out there, and a lot of them are great. But the
what I
thing is,
really
we
like-
don't necessarily need a new RPG system per se, but innovating on others.
What I really like about his system that he's building is the customization aspect. When you make your character, you pick what he calls a prime attribute out of the 4 attributes. And that is your stat for like your spell casting and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it is
So you
essentially
can
a new system, though, right?
It is a new system, but it's innovating on like 5th edition and
I just
Pathfinder ideas.
I just wish it was more like. See, the problem with it. Okay, so even if you do something through DM's Guild, a lot of times it's not taken as serious because it's not quote unquote official content. You know?
Yeah.
And,
That's the problem EN World has with level up 5e.
I think that Kobold Press does a little bit better with that. You know, they do. You know, a lot of people love Kobold Press stuff, myself included. But so I think they do a little bit better with that.
Kobold
But
Press, these are the companies I like for their content. I don't like them due to the politics they're public about. That would be MCDM, Kobold Press, EN World, and Paizo. They're all very public on certain political stances.
no,
And to me,
I
a
don't know.
company just shouldn't be political. I couldn't stand it when Bud Light took a stance. I couldn't stand it when all these.
That's gonna be the
It's
same
like
for
your
everybody. Though.
company.
That's gonna be the same.
It's
for
like-
everybody. that doesn't apply here though, James. Remember?
No,
This is not-
absolutely.
this
But
is
like,
not- we're not
I
talking
love
politics
their
here.
content. I love their
Right.
content. I absolutely love their content. Kobold Press rebalancing Deep Magic Volume 1, which.
I love their
But-
Midgard Heroes Handbook and their Toma Heroes
Game of
Handbook.
Heroes, yeah. I like the Deep Magic Volume 1 and 2. Those are really cool. I backed those on the Kickstarter at the collector's tier, so I have like the collector's
Well, let
case
me-
of them.
Let me pop open the Discord
I
here.
like MCDM's Flea Mortals.
Oh, everybody's
I-
back now, according to the thing.
I don't know how I feel about their. No,
How are
Jessa
you-
and Tessa still aren't back yet.
They're
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, they're right there
Oh,
on the camera.
they're
They're just
muted,
not
though.
on. They're just
They're
not on
muted.
the.
They just
the-
muted.
Yeah, they're
Hold on.
muted.
Like, how is Taylor there but not there on the stream?
What?
Is anybody seeing the stream?
Yeah.
See it? I'm like, why?
Like I.
Oh, because the stream's a couple of minutes to seconds behind.
No,
so it
no,
might...
because it's
No,
not
you've
on my
been
not
sitting
on
here
my
for a
computer.
minute.
Yeah, not on my computer. It isn't.
I've
So
been sitting here for a
You can see
minute.
him on Discord. He's good.
you
Taylor, are you a vampire?
you
My
time
screen
traveled.
froze.
You time traveled somehow,
Also, I'm
Taylor.
turning my camera off and back on because it
No, it's-
froze.
Bring the weapon in.
Oh, I was gonna say he's on.
Here.
the-
I
the-
can
yeah,
try
the-
the same thing.
No, it doesn't matter because on it does. Yeah, it
It's a
doesn't-
possibility
Our point
that
of
his
view, we can
camera
see you.
froze. Oh yeah. Good
No, no.
point. If his
No,
camera
if I can
froze, it would...
if I can see him and I can see him moving, then
Yeah.
his camera's not
froze
frozen.
on Twitch.
It just because it's froze on
See, I see
Streamlabs.
James's camera's froze too.
I don't want to rule out the paranormal.
Yeah, my camera and his camera are froze on Twitch.
Looks
Whatever
like
the
Daniel's
fuck's
is too.
happening.
That's because everybody's.
And Daniels too?
Yep.
No,
Mine too.
No, Deontay and Steph are moving
Daniel's-
still on stream.
Daniel's is
It's
frozen.
so weird.
Gotta love Streamlabs and everything else.
Daniel's
we
frozen.
Never stand still. What can I say?
Yeah, so the question is, this is a Streamlabs thing. This is like why my camera's still, James's is frozen, Taylor's is frozen.
And the two changes
So
just
strange.
keep on.
The
What's
good
crazy?
news,
We,
the good news
we
is-
just came back.
You're
good
changeling
news-
with the times, but
the good news is that
We'll do this.
everybody except Taylor at least has a picture freezing.
we'll do that. We're gonna mess around with
Let
some
me ask you
stuff
a
here.
question.
It's not even changing.
I may have an idea.
We're gonna mess around
When
with some
you
stuff.
do
Hang
it, when you
Hang
do
on.
the setup,
Hang on. There, I'm okay. I'm moving again. Okay, let me fix James's. So when I did the thing, what I had to do is I had to capture a different screen, right?
Yeah.
Like this here, and then go back to capturing the Discord. It's weird.
Oh, hey, I'm a zombie.
There,
And
there.
what
Now
looks to
you
be
go.
more-
Now you're motionable.
Bada,
Daniel,
bada, bada,
Daniel,
bada,
move,
bada.
move so I can tell if you're okay. There you go. Yep.
His is working.
His is working. Okay. He's just very still.
Beware the red hand.
Okay,
But
so
Taylor, I'm
Beware
sorry.
the
Taylor.
Wizards of Fey. Beware of Zaz Tam. Speaking of spoilers for Baldur's Gate, did anybody get to the little underground?
Can't tell us. Can't tell us. No spoilers.
I was like, don't spoil anything.
No.
Do you want to be this to be the end of the child doing something like that?
It's a side quest.
James will be
It's a
hated
side
forever.
quest.
James, it doesn't matter.
Even
You will
people
be
who
hated
put 60
forever.
hours in, you're risking it all.
I've
here.
put and I put
Especially
at least
live on stream.
I would say I put in at least 60 hours, probably myself, but
And
I
there's
think I'm
plenty
at
to
100.
miss.
I think I'm at 100, 200.
The end of one of my games, so
I think I'm at like 100, 200 maybe.
all right. So okay, so we're back in.
224 hours,
right?
0.9 hours.
Okay, yeah, we're back and we're moving. Okay, all right. So
And I
I
still haven't beaten the game, by the way.
think the problem is this. Let me try this. Okay.
according to my playtime for that is 529 hours.
Holy cow!
Oh, you probably played it more in the out. You probably played it more in the early access, didn't you?
No, I didn't play in early access
No,
at
he's
all.
only played since since.
I have a friend who played at like every day in early access, despite the fact that it was only Act 1, and he was just like, "I have over 1,000 hours." And I'm like,
Act one's the
"What?"
best act.
Okay, so orcs. So you guys all reacting. Looks like Quipper's gonna go first. And all he does is he kind of takes a step back and draws his bow and like notches an arrow, knocks an arrow, draws his bow, and gets ready to fire. So he's readying in action.
Call,
Fallon?
if possible on your turn, can you cast light on me because I can't see shit.
So
Brian,
so
small correction.
Possible.
what? Sorry, what was that?
Small correction. I would be before Januka because I'm a 6.17. It didn't put the 0.17.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
That's,
me see.
Yeah, that's very small.
6.17 maybe. There we go.
Like, I legitimately can't see any of the enemies on this map right now.
Right. A lot of you won't be able to because it's dark. The fire is giving off light. It should be, anyways.
That's what I'm saying. I need kind of someone to cast light on my glaive or something so I can actually see.
Right. So Cutler kind of says something like "Call light" or something along those lines. Or
Yeah,
what?
basically.
Yeah.
Give us the Cutler version.
Cutler goes, "Nephew, I need a light source."
Yeah, sure thing.
All right, Fallon.
There is a fire
All right,
sun
Fallon.
grow, but they're not lighting enough. It's
Remember, it's nighttime, so you're the moon knight, Fallon.
I am. Oh yeah, I am the Moon Knight. Can I roll his portents?
Sure. If you'd like to do that, yep.
Oh yeah.
also welcome Sencrop.
Hey!
Oh wow! Right.
Whoa!
Hey, welcome, Sangrok. There is a fire, but its fire is 30-30, I believe. Hang on, let me double check and make sure it's
Holy-
doing the right thing here. Let me,
What were you just rolling for?
look at
Those
Cutler.
are
Where is Cutler? There he is.
Fallon's portents.
Holy shit! That is good.
Two
Taylor
20s.
is touched by the dice gods. I'm just gonna
Hold on,
say
let
it.
me. Yeah, you notice that? I was just gonna say that. I was just thinking
Two
that actually.
fucking nat 20s. What the hell?
Well, think about Taylor's rules when he's doing artwork and stuff, and like for Kaw, you know, like when he's
True.
he's like
If it
he's like a
wasn't-
prodigy because of this, and then the performance thing he did when he was dancing.
If it wasn't on roll 20, like if we didn't do everything on roll 20, as a DM, I would suspect cheating. But because this is roll 20, nobody can accuse you of cheating.
Let me
Yeah,
double
you're
check
in the
for this
clear.
token. Let me make sure it's giving the right amount of light. Okay, no. Oh, okay, because I remember I did cold fire is what I was thinking.
So you do have the wrong amount.
Yeah, I do. So
Okay, so maybe I don't need
30
light, depending.
and 30 is what it should be.
Okay.
Because
30-foot bright, 30-foot dim.
Yep. That
Oh,
should
yeah,
be a
that's
bonfire.
good.
Should be
There we
well,
go,
not a
that's a
bonfire,
bit
but
better.
a large fire should be 30 foot bright, 30 foot dim. Okay, now Kaw, you should be able to see a little bit better, but
I still don't see anything on the board. Do
you
have
still
them
might
on the
not see
GM
anything
layer?
on the board. There are stuff on the GM layer because they are hidden. And so what you're going to do is, now that you are aware that there's orcs, at least aware that something, you're aware of something, because Olean said orcs, she suspects orcs. At any rate, you guys may all make perception checks.
Okay.
Okay.
I shall
Can we-
perceive the truth.
I shall attempt
Will
perception. A
No.
14.
16.
I mean, at least you got better than I did, brother.
Finally.
Right? The history checks Cutler getting better than Fulidar is like, what?
Or not getting a double nat 1 is insane.
Okay, so Cutler, you sense that there is something kind of in this general direction, like this way, right?
Okay.
And in this general direction, right?
Okay.
Jinyunka. Hold on, wait, where's Cutler at?
I'm right here, brother.
No, I meant the. Oh, I think your roll. Yeah, it's 14. Yeah, Jinyuka's the same, right? 14.
No,
No,
I'm 18.
okay, 18. Okay, so Jinyuka, you are aware of there are enemies all around. You just sense that there are enemies all around. Tessa, you are in a similar boat as Cutler. You know that there's enemies over this direction and enemies down this way somewhere. Ka, you're not sure where, but you're just kind of being hyper aware. And Fulidar, Deontay 16. You are also kind of aware that where is Fulidar on the map here? Oh, there he is. You are kind of aware that there's enemies this way, down here, possibly above you, like this. You guys you guys kind of think you are surrounded.
It appears they've gotten quite the jump on us.
I thought I said to send that in common. Why the fuck did it put a weird ass language?
Tessa's last thought though on Sirik was that he still left something out.
Of course he did.
Of course he did.
Did you sneeze? Bless you if you sneeze.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know if it's Did Roll20 add this little chat bubble at the bottom for everybody else, where you can click it and actually type specifically to a character in the chat bubbles?
Yeah, it's there sometimes.
I don't know what you mean, but on mine you can type as a specific character.
On mine, there's like at the bottom where it says as who you're typing, it says send, and there's a little chat bubble.
So I've
Oh
seen
yeah,
it
the
sometimes.
the
I
as
don't see it
the
now.
as who you're typing, and then yeah, there's no chat bubble on mine, but
On mine, there is.
Yeah, so it's weird. I've seen it a few times, but I don't see it now.
must be something
Well-
they're trying to integrate.
Maybe.
Well, what it does is it lets you click. If you click the chat bubble, it pops up another little clickable thing that says to and in what language. So, for example,
Oh,
I know.
okay, nice.
So I know Deontay doesn't know Giant. At least I don't think he does. But I'm gonna say hi.
That might be why I don't see it right now, is because I don't carry other.
Well, I typed one in common that says, "What the hell? Can we not catch a break?" But it has a weird language to it at first, and I'm like, I don't know what language that is. Like, I clicked common, and I typed this, and it has that weird language at the top of it. Let me
Wait.
see if...
Wait, I speak orc.
There we go. You should see the last one I sent.
Yeah.
I don't see any of it.
I don't
That's
see
because
any-
I'm whispering it specifically to
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
we're
yeah.
talking in a secret conversation.
Yeah, I can
Yep.
see. I can see the conversation. So
All right, so
I
Fallon,
do
what's
see
Fallon
that.
gonna do? What's Fallon gonna do as the Moon Knight?
All right, Moon Knight Fallon is probably going to. You said we're surrounded.
Yes.
It seems like.
Yeah. Also, oh wait, Kyle, you didn't make one for. Oh yeah, you did make one for Kyle. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, he actually only got a 7, so.
Okay, yeah. Well, I thought Fallon
Doesn't
made
know
one.
where it's coming from.
Fallon made the 7. Kyle made the 12, right? Because that's how it's
Yeah.
listed.
Yeah.
So Kyle, you actually have an idea that there's enemies behind you, but Fallon doesn't know where they're coming from, kind of.
Okay, they could be coming from anywhere. He's going to probably come to the middle of the pack and ready a magic missile.
Okay. All right, and the ready condition being that you're going to kind of fire it at anything that pops its head
Yeah,
out.
the
kind of
first
thing?
hostile creature.
Oh, that's different.
Wait,
No. I meant Cutler sent me one of the things that he was talking about. Astum Estvarn Bellard Og Bjor Ast Barzul Thorv.
Giant!
I'm guessing. I was just saying. I'm guessing
But
that's
it
a
appears in English
orc or
to me,
giant, but-
common.
Giant for ugh orcs. How annoying. Then Cutler groans annoyed.
All right. So,
That is interesting.
so Tessa,
Uh,
I need to make. There's a thing you can do in Roll20 where you make tokens to where you can like randomize your tokens or change your tokens like easily.
For
So-
shape-shifting
So I need
stuff,
to make.
yeah.
I need to make one for Tessa and Folidar where they have
yeah.
multiple forms. You know.
I've got to do that in the campaign I'm running because I actually have a changeling player as well.
Okay. So,
Changelings are really powerful.
so what's Tessa gonna do?
do I know if they're close or they're far?
You sense something semi-close because you could hear the twig snap.
Semi-close.
Yeah, you can hear the twig snap. You think within 20 feet. And I will say you think within 20 feet in this general direction.
All right, so I'm going to send
Don't forget
my...
to point out
I
any
would
that
say
you find.
I would also say you being a rogue would think they'd probably be using the cover of the trees as much as they could. So
Oh,
for an orc
please tell Cutler
to be right in that tree would not surprise you.
Please tell Cutler trees.
I'm going to first send my steel defender into the tree.
Okay. Does a
What
steel
the-
defender have dark vision?
You knew.
I don't think it does, but hang on one second. Let me put this right there for a second.
Yes, it does. It has 60 feet of dark vision.
Okay.
Ooh.
As it goes around to kind of slink up the tree as a lizard might do, it notices right whoops. Sorry. Right there an orc.
Don't forget to point them out when you find them.
Okay.
Alright, yeah.
I'm gonna use do its
Gonna
bonus action.
Gonna chomp on it. Or, well, slam into it.
I'll chomp on it with force damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, yeah.
That's a miss. Takes a swipe at it. You guys all notice that the steel defender is like right here and taking a swipe at something.
Oh, so there's one in that tree.
So,
At least behind it.
Can I shoot an arrow at that spot
From
without
From
the
Cutler's
smash?
angle, he might be able to see it if it wasn't enshrouded
I
in
see.
shadow.
I see the tip of it. Like I see like
Yep.
the very bottom right here.
There you go. You might you would see the tip of it, and it's not from where
Like
you're
the foot.
from your angle. He's not undercover either, so something to keep in mind.
Can I shoot at it without,
How high in the tree is he?
Do you have dark vision?
I don't.
He's
but,
not at the tree. He's on the ground, but he's actually behind, like kind of behind
Oh,
the tree.
okay. Okay. I could see the foot. That's why I was asking. Like, is he in the tree or something?
No.
Okay. So he's on the ground.
Do you have dark vision for Tessa? I think changelings.
No.
No, changelings don't have dark vision. Okay. All right.
So I'm not the only one with that.
So
vision.
can
Yay!
can you see him from that angle? Here, let me do the little
Yes.
the little trick.
So-
Wait a minute.
It's
what
like
is
the bonfire is casting a shadow on the tree, and he's hiding in the shadow.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Is like
that's
the
what's going on. So
Yeah.
Control L. Yeah. Okay. So Tessa, you can see like right here. If you look at his, you can kind of see
yeah
there's
the foot kind of.
like a lower half of him.
So
See him?
I can shoot at
Yeah.
him.
If I move him, you can see. Yeah. So you are going to be at a
Oh.
slight disadvantage. So you're going to be at disadvantage because he's cloaked mostly in shadow.
Hmm. I think I'm going to cast a spell.
But he's not under.
instead of
He's
my-
not considered under any cover though. So you do have that.
So he doesn't have an armor class boost.
There's no there's no armor class boost there.
I'm still going to use my spell.
Fail away.
Wait, why are you applying sneak attack to a spell?
Tasha's
do
costume.
It's
Uh,
just automatic.
It
This is
was
checked.
just on my.
Yeah, it's just checked. All right. So what is the spell description for that? Is
That is
stream of acid.
possible.
Stream of acid, 30 feet long, 5 feet wide, in the direction you choose. Each creature in the line must succeed on a dexterity save. Okay, you're.
Just imagine out of nowhere we see like 4 different saving throws.
I'm going to assume as a artificer / caster, you're going to aim kind of in a direction that is not going to hit your
Yeah.
defender.
Yeah, she can do that. That's
Correct.
pretty
Okay.
straightforward.
Okay, yeah, because as a caster, you would kind of know where your spells go. That's how that works.
If you actually look at the ruler tool, they have actually added a new AOE.
The beam thing, yeah.
Yeah.
No, not just the beam. The ruler tool, they have line,
Yeah, they have
square,
line,
circle,
cone,
cone,
yeah.
all of it now.
Yeah.
So you could actually click the line and whatnot, and then click linger.
Well, yeah, you just click beam and then linger, and then you can go like.
Yep.
Well, I'm snapping right now, but there, like there. So you'd hit the
Yep.
tree, but you don't hit this defender at that point.
That way, it's easier for the people watching to actually tell the AOEs for us.
Yep. And you guys can do that too if you need to or want to. All right, so.
And by the way, the color that shows up is whatever color you have on Roll20. So if you look at your little character thing on Roll20, you'll see like you have, for example, Taylor,
Your
you have
avatar.
yellow.
Yeah, your
If
name.
you click the yellow and change that to whatever color, that's what color your area of effect will be with the ruler.
Case in points. I'll do it right now. There you go.
All right, so roll me. He needs to make a deck save, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm trying to
everyone in there.
decide.
15.
Yeah, yeah.
DC
okay, so deck save.
15. Ooh, boy.
Deck save. 13. He's not at advantage, by the way. I just accidentally checked that. Okay. But yeah, so he fails. So he takes 2d4 acid damage. Right? Wait. Monsieur. Recovered in acid. Creature covered in the acid. Okay, no. So he doesn't take any damage at the start of the casting. He just takes it on his start of his turn.
Yep.
Mhm.
And the start of each of its turns until he wipes it off somehow. Or scrapes it off. Okay, is that it for Tessa then? Probably yes. Maybe.
Yeah. Can I have the zombies do anything, or
Yes,
are they still just
they will-
following?
They will attack anything they deem as a threat to you. Do you have you don't have
Wait.
control of the zombies though, do you?
I was about to say, wait, the fact that they're not attacking, would that indicate that something is not a threat?
Yeah, that's a good question.
How do they determine threat?
Uh,
What is?
Yeah, they have a difficult time determining threat, but
Yeah, 'cause they're dead.
but they kind of think everything is a threat, unless you will it to not be.
Sick.
That's
So-
not good for the case of trying to
so
betray
you
her
ha-
because
you
she
have-
can just go, they're a threat.
You have control of the zombies now, Stephanie. If you would like to hold your Alt key and double click on one of the zombie tokens, you will pop up a little zombie stat block, and you can make them do things.
Yeah, wicked. I'm worried that Jessa might be a little too powerful.
Right?
Kill her while you can.
All of a sudden it ends up being Jessa and Tessa versus everyone else.
I was just
I
like
should-
putting her in close proximity to the power of whatever the mind players have is going to like do so much worse for us.
She'll become a goddess herself. She'll take the power of the Blood Queen.
Oh, I
The
should
new
do.
Blood Queen.
I should do
All
some
right,
kind of,
so they surround this dude.
God.
Oh damn! Oh damn!
Well, at least one of them missed, perhaps.
Okay, so that's the first one. This one here hits and definitely hit, or attacks and definitely hits. And if you just mouse over where it says slam in the thing, it'll show me the damage. Okay, so 7 damage.
Does the 13 hit?
13 does hit.
Ooh, okay. These guys have a low
For
AC.
another 2 damage.
These boys have a low AC.
Ooh, 13.
All right.
That's unfortunate.
All right.
I mean, it's just a base orc by the look of it, so I don't think they're gonna have that many hit points.
Can the Moon Knight see this orc?
Only if you can see him on your screen. Hold on, let me see.
I see like the corner. Here,
Control
let me
L.
click on him.
Oop, hang on. Wait.
Oh man, Color's not even gonna get a turn. These orcs are gonna be dead before.
Yeah, you
then.
can see him. Yeah, I see. I can see him.
He's
from your
got 60
token.
footed dark vision.
Yeah, I can see him from your token.
Okay.
You know, so far
it's a
we
magic
only
missile,
did
so-
one,
So yeah, so
Ain't even
so
gotta-
as your reaction, do your magic missile before I do Olean's turn.
Okay. What we got here? Magic missile.
Yeah, after the Steel Defender revealed him for you, you would have seen him easily. Like, well, fairly
Alright.
easily. Anyway.
Perfect. You want me to roll that 3 times or?
That's the way I like to do it, but
Yeah, sure
it's
thing.
up to you.
It don't matter to me.
Assuming all 3 are going to the same orc.
Yeah. Only one we can see.
Only one you can currently see at the moment, really.
Oh wow. Nice.
Nice. Look at see,
Max damage
Taylor
on
is
all of
cheating somehow. I don't know.
Holy
but-
cow.
He's the programmer for Roll20.
He goes, you didn't know that Taylor was actually secretly
Wait, what?
Roll 20 programmer.
What
He
you just
maxed
meant?
out on each.
He rolled 5. He rolled 5 max damage on each magic missile.
I rolled 3 4s and a d4 in a row.
Something is suspicious about it at this point.
Something is suspicious.
Give or take.
Okay, yeah. Do me a favor. Roll it one more time. Maybe the roll 20 gods have smiled upon you or something.
Come
Alright.
on.
But
He's
if
just
it's a-
gonna
if
do
it's a-
even
if
better
it's a-
somehow.
If it's another 5, yeah. If it's more than 5, we're in trouble. There we go. See.
Okay.
See, there we go.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
Huh? It's just
It
coincidence.
was just 5 when it needed to be.
Fucking this poor bastard's not even gonna make it out of under the tree. He's just gonna be boom.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Okay. So all right.
Cadaverific.
So Olean stands up from the sitting position, and she casts a spell.
Daylight, 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 daylight.
No, she casts. Hold on, let me double check on something.
Nephew, do you have daylight?
I don't think so.
Damn.
Just regular light.
Damn.
She casts a spell. Okay, she casts a spell, and you see her skin turn bark-like and looking like a tree.
Bark skin.
Yep. Then you hear a yell from kind of back into the woods a little bit more.
Ooh, more enemies.
Back over this direction. I don't know if you guys can see that on the map.
Yeah, barely.
But yeah, back over in this direction. I don't. Oh, I can't linger on. Hold on. There we go. Let's see, because some of you may be able to see him. 1 second. Do any of you speak Orc?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. You hear.
Let me look.
You hear the yell of attack. For anybody who speaks
No, I
Orc.
speak Elven.
Well, we're not getting out of this one peacefully. That's for certain.
Bring it on.
And you hear something along the lines of, when he says
Yep.
attack, you hear something along the lines of, kill them all.
And that confirms it.
And back in order, I'll go, bring it on.
Your
And
mothers
then-
all have bad bedside manner.
Then you will,
Is
let's see,
Full Kissing Viscid
Let's-
Mockery is a legendary
let's
action?
randomize you. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of you. So we'll do 1d20.
By the way, that's part of why my players are so powerful at my
Oop,
game is
it's
because
not
I do things like, oh, you have a legendary action to cast Vicious Mockery. I've literally done that for a player before.
Okay,
Solar slows them
you.
down with big vocabulary.
8 and 16. Okay, so.
Ooh, boy. I don't like those rolls.
All right, so the first thing that gets attacked is one of the zombies. You
Oh, thank
notice
God.
you notice an arrow fly out of the woods.
Can I make a perception check to try to track where the arrow came from, roughly?
Yes, go ahead and do that. Anybody who wants to do that can, actually.
Ah, yes, indubitably.
Perception may not be my best, but it's not my. Whoa! Nice! On that 20. Dirty.
Now, I'm gonna say the same exact thing you said. Perception may not be my best, but it certainly isn't my up. It didn't work for me.
Jay.
Meanwhile, Stephanie just 21.
Okay, anybody with a DC over. No snapping. Anyone with a DC over 10, basically, so 10 or better.
So everybody.
You notice that it comes from where you guys are. It comes from right directly down this way.
You mind pinging it so that way I can walk over there when it's my turn?
Can you
All over here.
not see it on the?
Yeah, there
Yep.
it is.
No.
No, it's not showing up for me yet.
I saw it.
There should be a lot. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. How about now? Can you see now or no?
Let
Yeah,
me refresh
yeah,
my
I
You on
page.
the right layer
This
where
right-
you did
this
it
right here.
last time.
That's right here.
Oh.
Let me refresh my page. My roll 20 might have froze
No. Okay, I was saying. But
because I don't see anything. Nothing's
I
changed
see
at
it.
all.
It's
there's an arrow.
Yeah.
Yep. Give me a
Oh,
second.
over here.
My roll 20 is
Okay.
refreshing. What
Interesting.
the fuck? Roll 20 brought me to a different one of my games. Okay then.
Biggest oofus, as they say.
Biggest doofus.
No good deeds.
Okay.
Let's go back in there. Thank you very much. I have no idea why the hell that just happened.
All right, hold on one second. I gotta go see who the next one was. It was 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Folidar, you're the next target. I don't know if it hit you. 17. Did 17 hit you, Folidar?
I'm going to say no, but it's not true. more
Oops.
than likely.
Oops, sorry.
See it on the
Hang on, right here, James. Can you see that or
Actually,
no?
17 meets.
Now that you just redrew it, I see it. Yeah.
Okay.
17 meets. Do I have any reactions? I don't think so. I don't have deflect.
Yeah, you do
missiles,
have
so-
well, deflect missiles, don't you, or not
Yeah, I was
yet?
about to say, yeah, I have deflect missile, so I'm gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and react.
Never
to
shoot the
good old
monk.
Deflect missile.
Okay, go ahead and you're gonna roll.
No. Correction, Taylor. Shoot the monk to make the monk feel cool.
So basically, you're
Oh,
gonna
yes,
you're
of
gonna
course. The monk never gets shot.
yeah, you're gonna roll 1d10 plus your dex modifier
Something I have learned in my 4
plus
years
plus
as a
your
DM.
5 monk level.
Something I have learned in my 4 years as a DM. You want to let your
One-
players do their cool
1
things.
d10 plus 8. That's what that is.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and do that.
All right.
So, advance roll, please. Advance work. Come on, I need to be saved. There we go.
The dice gods have spoken. You don't get to save yourself.
They really are just like no.
So
No,
it's
how about
one-
that?
1d10
Snap
plus your
rolling.
dexterity modifier plus
Bada bing.
5.
Yep, that's 1d10 plus 8 total.
Okay,
What the
so
fuck is your
so
dexterity modifier an 8?
no, it's plus his monk level plus his dexterity
Plus monk
modifier.
level.
Okay, but where's his dexterity modifier
He
then?
just added them together.
Dexterity modifier plus monk level.
Yeah, you're not level 8, you're level 5, so it's 5 plus 3.
Yeah,
Oh.
I just put plus 8.
He just didn't add it. He just didn't add it as 2 different ones. Okay, so
Okay, I see.
So, so you take 12 off of the damage. It does graze you for 8 and 7 is 15, right? So it does graze you for
3
3
points.
damage. Or maybe it grazes your palm as you're catching the arrow, perhaps, maybe. But,
I
but
mean,
does
3
3
damage.
anyways.
3 damage compared to 15.
Yep.
Yeah, so I take that 12. Right?
Does that require a key point to use that
No,
ability?
no,
or
you
is
don't
that
take
one
you
of
don't
the
take
ones...
you don't take 12 damage. You take 3.
No, I mean my bad. I take that 12 that I discounted and just
Yeah. Yep.
Throw it back. Does that require a key point, or is the throwback ability one of the ones you can just do?
Now you can spend a key point to throw
I'm
it
about to
back.
spend the key point to throw it back. That's what I'm
So
doing.
you can catch it and not throw it for free, but to throw it back, it requires a key
Let me
point.
see.
Okay.
Can you make out
To,
that
to catch
character?
it, you have to use your reaction.
Okay.
Let me see if you can make out that. Ooh, it's gonna be a disadvantage though when you throw it back, because the archer is in darkness.
I think you have to reduce the damage to 0 in order to throw it back, or to
Do
catch
you?
it.
I thought
Wait,
it was just that you could catch it.
No, I think it's
if
just
you
wait,
it's just
didn't.
if
I
you
might be
catch
wrong.
it. It's just
Yeah.
if you catch it. I think.
That would have been
Oh,
incredible
sick.
if I was just like.
Oh wait, if you
But
no,
I'm-
okay, no, you're right. If you reduce the damage to 0, you can catch it. So yeah, you have to reduce it to 0. So yeah, so you can't throw it back.
Wait, I thought it was two. Okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, you're right. If you catch the missile, yeah, he's right.
If you reduce the damage to 0, then you catch it. This way is like you deflected it, but you didn't catch it, kind of thing.
Yeah, so I can't. Yeah, I can't send it back. But that's 3 damage. It's not a big deal.
3 damage compared to 15. It's a big reduction
And-
when you don't have that many hit points.
And when you do that, their arrow kind of you kind of like flick that arrow off and it lands in the fire. And
Because
just-
you said you're at what, like 30 hit point maximum, something like that?
34.
So think about this. That's nearly half your maximum hit points in one hit.
you guys all notice. Oh wait, well, hold on. Sorry, that was the second one, and that one came from anybody who made over the DC-10. Hold on, let me see here.
All of us did.
That one came from right here.
Oh God. Okay, so I revealed one here and one here so far.
One
is my
here.
understanding.
So one there, and one there.
Unfortunate.
Oh wait, I'm in the wrong layer again. Hold on. So one
You
there.
keep putting them to the wrong way.
Well, because I got to go to the layer to get them out.
I saw the ping, so that was clear.
So
So
there.
there,
So
are the
there.
tokens
and
on
there.
the token layer now. Now that we've
Yeah, the
spotted
tokens
them.
are on the token layer.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. And that's the second one. That's the one that fired at Folidar.
Can Cutler make it to
And
where
the
his
third
fire
one
breath-
is 16. Hold on one second.
Are they in the tree or under the tree like the other guy that
The
we
two
had?
archers appear to be in the tree.
Okay, so burning the
thus
tree
far.
would be a good
thus,
idea.
Thus far. Hold on one second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Cutler, you're the lucky winner
Oh,
for
God
the
damn
next shot.
I don't think I have any reaction that helps me. So.
That doesn't mean like you need it.
It's a miss. It looks like 10.
Ha! Oh, that definitely doesn't hit.
I don't think a
Cutler's just
10's gonna hit that 18 armor class for some
I
reason.
would like to flavor this if possible.
But yeah, go ahead.
Could I flavor this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cutler just the arrow hits him, but he is so tough it just goes tink.
Yeah. So it doesn't hit you square on, but it kind of tinks off of one of your scales, and
Cutler just looks down
you're just kind of like that's it, like.
like that. What?
There you
Is that-
are.
Thanks for revealing yourself.
Yeah, and then of course he reveals himself. Hang on, I'll reveal him real quick. 1 second. Whoops. Layer token layer.
I'm hoping that I can hit both of
And
the two that we
one
revealed
is
initially
that one is here.
with a fire breath.
The one that hit Cutler is here.
Okay.
All right. And then you see at the idea that someone you guys kind of knew that there was maybe a little something going on between Navari and Volodar, like exchanging wise, and maybe a little something between Navari and Cutler too. You're not 100% sure, but
Yeah.
but when you see this, you see Navari's eyes kind of like just crackle with lightning,
Oh.
and she
Oh.
looks irate.
Oh. Oh shit.
Uh,
These poor bastards are about to get lightning bolts to the face.
Or she's just going to talk to them.
Nah. Not with lightning bolt eyes. Nah.
where's he?
Yeah,
see,
like your
she would be-
girlfriend.
I just hear Bury the Light in the background playing. Just I am the storm that is approaching.
I just hear another one bites the dust.
You
Another
see,
one down, another one down, another one bites the dust.
you see,
Is it her turn, by the way?
yeah, it is. It's
Okay.
Navari's turn. That's why I said. You see her. You see like the leaves and stuff. Oh, Stephanie's camera froze for some reason. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. There she goes. You see the leaves at her feet, kind of eddying around her feet, and the wind swirling around her feet, and she just lifts off the ground and flies over to about here.
Oh shit!
And as she's flying, she unleashes a spell, and you see this big wind, just like whoosh, like away from her toward here. Let me do this actually. Where is it? If I have it even in here. I guess I don't have it in here. But anyway, so you see this wind just, you can actually see like things
What is it
blowing.
like? It's the wind.
Yeah, you see this thing like blowing, and you see all the archers drop their weapons.
So now they're defenseless.
and you see them holding onto the trees, but with their dear lives, and you can kind of see their feet blowing out from under them, kind of like, and they're holding onto the tree, like being blown, and then they they settle back in. But that's it. So but they're all without their bows now. So
I'd like to introduce you all to our friends, Navari Stormcaller.
and
Really?
so yeah, so then Ka, it's your turn.
Cutler just looks
it's
over
my
at
turn.
Navari and goes, "That was awesome."
All right, I guess I better help Cutler first. I'm gonna use my action to distant cast light on the Cutler's
Ooh.
glaive.
I forgot you're a sorcerer, not a cleric.
I don't know why that's not
I just got my sorcery points. I gotta use them now.
Yeah, he is a cleric, right?
He's a sorcerer cleric.
I'm halfway. I'm
Yeah,
3
yeah.
levels sorcerer, 2 levels cleric.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I forgot you weren't full blown cleric. What
Mhm.
sorcerer did you go with? Divine Soul?
Tempest.
Ah. Nice.
All right, so I'm gonna distant cast. Use one of my sorcery points to distant cast light.
I'm not gonna lie, distant cast is underrated.
Distant cast light. Okay. Where are you casting it to? You're casting it to Cutler specifically?
Yeah, the Cutler's glaive.
All right. We do this with
So now
Cutler.
Cutler needs a light source.
Yep. And you're casting just regular light, correct? So
Regular light, yes,
it's
just
20
cantrip.
foot bright, 20 foot dim. There we go. Now, Cutler, you should be giving off light.
Yeah, I can actually see the outlines of the people now. When I walk up towards them, I'll be able to see them better.
Okay, is that
Alright,
it for Ka, or
And then I'll turn to Foladar and say, "Hey, look, I know we haven't exactly made some of the smartest decisions on this trip, but do you trust me?"
Implicitly so, my fellow.
All right.
Implicitly so.
Are you about to bonus action cast a spell?
I am about to bonus action cast a spell and invoke you with Draconic Magic. I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath.
Oh, nice. Okay.
There's a bonus action. You touch one willing creature and imbue them with power to spew magical energy from its mouth, provided it has one.
Wait,
Choose
it's a bonus action cast, so you don't have to quicken it?
It's a bonus action cast.
So you don't have
Oh,
to.
nice, so you don't even have to quicken.
Nope.
You choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. Until the spell ends, the creature can use an action to exhale the energy of a chosen type in a 15-foot cone.
Oh, bonding moment for Cutler and Foladar. Give him fire.
So
I'll let you
what do
pick which type of damage you want it.
Thematically, let's just make it lightning. Why not?
Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you are a storm cleric or whatever, so. Storm sorcerer.
And
More like he wants to match his girlfriend.
Right. I see it now, bro. He's putting the.
Just get all Raiden like. I'm just.
I feel like there's a little love triangle going on with Cutler and Foladar.
I guess I'll hide behind you a little bit, and then I'll end my turn.
That's besides him. The enemies are down here. That would be besides him, not behind him.
Well, there's another one over here. I think.
Oh.
I can't tell. Here.
Oh, it's all gonna be it's all okay. All right, so then it's Foladar's turn.
I see. I'm trying to see how my movement scales. I don't think I have dash bonus.
I'm
dash
fucking
actually.
all the
You
way
should
at the
have
fucking bottom.
more movement though. I don't know if you have dash as a bonus action yet or not.
Yes. If are you straight monk?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we don't know if he's
You
high
gotta
enough
use a
level
key
yet.
I think the Step of the Wind is part of second level, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I thought, but it's not showing up on my sheet for some reason.
D&D Wiki.
Yep, let's just do a quick check real quick.
5e tools.
I'm pretty sure you could spend a key point.
I mean,
to
we didn't say
dash
that out
bonus
loud. I
action.
mean, we didn't say that on our stream.
That's why I said D&D Wiki. Brian.
Hey, I'm not doing the illegal shit. They are. If it's illegal, I don't know. I think it's very gray. At least. At the
Yeah,
very
Step of
least.
the Wind is part of your key points at level 2. You get
Yeah.
Patient Defense, Step of the Wind, and Flurry of Blows.
It's
One
weird
key
that
point to
patient
take.
defense is not on here. I thought so.
But do you
Step of
have?
the Wind, you
But
mean?
do you have?
Oh,
Okay.
both.
But do you get Step of the Wind? Oh, Step of the Wind is a key point. Okay.
Yeah, Step of the Wind, Patient Defense, and Flurry of Blows, you get all at second level when you get key points.
And wait until I get to level 6, because then I'm really going to be stepping.
And at level 5 right now, you should have Stunning Strike, too.
I do have Stunning Strike on here.
Also,
but
don't
that's-
forget, even as a monk at level 5, you have an extra 10 feet of movement. So.
Oh, yeah, you get the extra movement, and I
Let me
think
make
you get
that
extra
change
attack.
manually, though, right now.
And you
'cause it's
get
still
extra
at
attack.
30 on here.
Yeah, it should be 40. It should be 40.
Brian, are you using the optional rules from Tasha's Guide to Everything?
Some of them, it depends on what it is. Probably.
At level 4, as an action, you can spend 2 key points, roll a martial arts die, and regain a number of hit points equal to the number
Yeah,
rolled.
quick and healing I have that.
Yeah.
So it's all
I-
here.
Well,
And
and
then
also
level five-
also remember for a monk, the bonus action attack is a bonus action. It doesn't require any key points unless you do flurry of blows, and then it's two
And then-
attacks, and then
yeah.
it does
And then
require.
at level 5, there's also focused aim as an optional ability. When you miss an attack roll, you can spend 1 to 3 key points to increase your attack roll by 2 for each of the key points spent.
Which is nice because you
It's
can
in
use
there.
it after the
Yeah.
attack.
Which also Fallon has done the portents, and I don't know how those play out or how those work. So
I think I have
20 deportants, too.
I have to declare them before the roll
The
is made.
result. No, not before the roll, before the result. So
Before
if he
the
roll,
result, okay.
yeah. So if he rolls like a 13 to attack, before you say whether it hits
before
or
I
misses,
say whether
you
it
can
hits
get
or misses,
portent.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
so I got to be really quick, is what you're saying. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you got some time. Be
Okay.
a good DM and give your player time.
Let's see how much movement this is going to net me first.
So 40 feet.
Oh, yeah. Yep, that's just basic movement.
You're fucking good.
40,
Without even
40
dashing,
feet
you're
would be
right
what,
there.
eight squares, I believe.
Yeah, 5 foot per square.
Yep. So I'm just going to go right up to this guy holding onto a tree and for dear life.
Let me specify. 5 foot per square, unless specified by the DM when they show the map,
So-
that it's like 10 foot.
So
square.
he is in the tree, okay?
Right.
He's kind of like at the lowest rungs of the tree. And you're gonna kind of like, are you gonna kind of like jump up and hit him, or are you gonna kind of run up the tree and hit him?
Or are you going to use your
I was
breath
gonna,
weapon?
I was gonna sickly do a run up followed by like a triple spin kick here.
Okay, or okay, that,
Well,
or are you
spin
gonna use
stab.
your, or are you gonna use your
But I
lightning
could
breath?
also just lightning blast him to death
Yeah,
right now.
yep. So that's up to you.
Now, question. Flurry of Blows is only for unarmed strikes. He wouldn't be able to Flurry of Blows
Yeah,
after
you can't.
doing
It's
this,
only unarmed.
would he? Damn.
It's
That
a
would've been
bonus
cool.
for
I mean, it's
unarmed,
coming
but-
from your mouth.
That would have been so cool. It was after freaking breath weapon. That would have been awesome.
I'm thinking. 'Cause here's the deal.
Let's
If I
see.
use Dragon's
Could you rule
Breath
of cool
now,
it, Ryan? Could you rule of cool it? Let him Flurry of Blows after breath weapon?
I can still do flurry blows after it. But I'm saying like, what I'm thinking is I can
Can
attack him. If I attack
It
him,
takes a key
it's
point,
not a
yeah.
bonus as far as I say.
Oh, it's just to the it has to be the attack.
It takes a key point, but I think you also have to do the attack action first. Yeah.
So it would have to be a rule of cool moment here if Brian would allow it.
Yeah. No, I think I'm gonna pass on that one.
No worries. So I'm thinking
I think you
Dragon's
got this
Breath will
handled.
definitely get it done in terms of
But I do think you take the bonus
Damage.
action attack regardless. Oh nope.
Right.
it does
So
have
you're
to
gonna
be-
do.
Damn.
You're gonna hear. We'll change my thing to bright blue for the moment. You're gonna do or you can do the cone if you want, but I'm thinking cone, and they're generally speaking in the 60 to 90 degree range for
Oh,
raw.
I have a question. It's a deck save? Is it my DC?
that's a great question actually.
I believe the way
Is
the
this
spell
my-
Yes.
works.
Because I'm
Yes.
concentrating on it.
Yes, it
Yeah,
would
it's
be your
basically
DC.
your DC.
Yeah, it would
Okay.
be your DC.
DC 18.
something along these lines, anyways. Correct?
Why
yeah,
such
okay.
a wide
That would be
cone?
right.
Why such a wide cone?
Because generally
Yeah.
speaking, when you do raw cones, they're 90 degree wide cones.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been running these cones completely wrong. I've been running them as 45 degrees.
Yeah. As far as I know, they're generally 90 degree cones.
Oh, that makes Cutler's breath weapon much better.
Yep.
Yeah, but watch out for me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna spit hot fire or hit hot lightning, I guess in this
Yep.
instance.
Hot lighting. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and just let
Roll
it.
that 3d6, and it's gonna be dex save.
Yeah, dexterity, DC 18.
I hope this doesn't
Ouch.
give you too much of a shock.
Boo!
Oh wait, DC 16. My mistake, because this
Yeah,
is my sorcerer
16.
DC.
It is 16. Yep. Hold on 1 second. 1. There we go.
Oh, what a great roll!
Okay, so they both failed, and by both I mean
The other
When-
one that we couldn't see.
yeah, the one that you couldn't see reveals himself when he screams out in pain, and he is
I say in orc,
he is right
regret
here.
the choices your parentage have provided you.
He reveals himself right there.
And then I can still, if this guy's not finished off, put a swift end to him.
Yep.
Hey, Brian.
Yes.
After this session, because I'm asking this question for my DMing purposes, not because I'm questioning your ruling, by the way, so I need to specify that.
Yeah.
Where did you read that raw it's 90 degrees?
It's either in DMG or Player's Handbook, and what
Okay.
what you're looking for is like when it talks about squares on the battle grid,
Yeah.
and so like essentially the squares would be like. Do I still have that tool? No, I don't have that tool. Hold on 1 second. So the squares would be like these squares.
I don't see anything.
Oh, because I'm on the wrong layer again. Hold on. I just revealed a guy and forgot to go back to the right layer. So yeah. So those squares would be basically the. Well, I'm kind of off kilter, but still.
Okay.
And then, anyways, the guy that revealed himself is right here.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna use my extra. I'm gonna go ahead and expend a key point here.
Thank
And
you
I
for
was-
helping me with that. That means a lot to me.
And I was gonna say flurry of blows, but once again,
You can't.
It
Because you
doesn't.
take
Yeah,
all
it takes
that
the
action.
attack action.
huh?
Yeah, it takes
Flurry
the
of
attack
blows is a
action.
bonus, I thought. wasn't
It's
it?
Yeah,
it's
that's the
immediately
attack
after
action.
immediately after you take the attack action. Why do you not have this stuff on your sheet all for
That's
some
what I'm
reason?
saying. That one's disappeared from my sheet as well. It's very interesting. I'll have to go back and revise it.
Yeah, what you can do is all you got to do is if you go to the compendium,
You could drag and drop.
open your sheet and type in
That's what I'm doing now
flurry
anyway.
of blows in the compendium. Just type in flurry and it'll come up. Under classes, and then drag monk flurry of blows to your sheet. But anyway, it says immediately after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make it 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Did I not take the attack action here?
You use the action for the fire breath or the lightning breath.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's-
use. Yeah. But wait! Oh no, because you don't get extra attack
No,
if you didn't take the attack
yeah,
action.
that's correct. I keep forgetting that the breath weapon is.
Okay, so how much
technically
damage
not.
did you do? 15. Oh,
That was 15 to both of
you
them.
this archer
None work.
this archer orc falls out of the tree dead.
Oh, that poor
and
bastard.
this orc yelps out in pain and falls down dead.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus to expend a key point to take up patient defense, just in case.
Okay, which gives you extra armor class. No, gives you the dodge action,
Takes the dodge action.
which makes you at disadvantage to hit. All right,
That's right.
so Jinyuka.
Okay.
Patient defense also not on my sheet. What is happening here?
You said that I sensed there were people behind us as well.
Yeah, up to your north and to your east, essentially.
Up in this area around here.
Yeah, like so. So I specifically was saying, hold on, let me go back to the line. So up in here,
Okay.
you're
So-
fairly certain there's something there.
If we know that they're in the trees, I will purposely go
You know,
walk.
some are in the trees. You know, one was on the ground.
I'm going to take a walk over to here. And I'm
Okay.
going
Do you have dark vision? No, glass don't have dark vision. Okay.
but I'm going to take and use my divine, my oath for my divine divinity, and do divine challenge.
Okay, pop that up there so I can see what it is. Divine. Why is it all in one thing? Oh, it's channel divinity. That's why. Okay. As a bonus action, you compel a creature within 10 feet of you to focus its attack upon yourself. Creature makes a wisdom saving throw. We'll do that real quick. Because this orc is so wise. Oh, wow. He did a good saving throw, though. What's your DC?
Hold on. You.
You can compel a creature
15.
failing its saving throw.
Do you not want us to see the results of saving throws and stuff, by the way, Brian?
Oh, yeah, it's something that was talked about, but
Because
care.
I'm watching the streams every time we play, so...
yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
No, the only thing it was specifically for was like the reason I forget to switch between public and GM sometimes. But the thing is like for stealth checks, because you know, Rich mentioned that I should probably hide the stealth checks because then that way it has a tendency for people to less metagame about whether or not they need to make a perception check.
Ooh, somebody's hiding.
Fair.
You know,
Fair.
I seen him make a stealth check. Can I make a
Fair.
perception check? Then I gotta go, okay, well, why do you want to make a perception check? And they're like, well, just to see if anybody's hiding or whatever. And it's like, why would you do that? You know, like, if you
Yeah,
didn't
the
think
way
that-
I handle that is I just use Google Dice at that point. I don't put it to Roll20.
Yeah, no, it's just easier, just either way.
Or just physical dice.
Plus, the
Yeah.
stream. The stream is like, you know, it's fair for people to see it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just making sure we were. It was okay to see things like that. That's all.
Yep. Okay, so. Yeah, you don't
I
have.
made the saving throw, but
What is?
Can I-
Hold on, let me see something real quick. I want to look and see what you see.
I'm gonna say, do I
Okay,
see
yeah,
something?
it's too dark. Yeah. So he made his save. What is it? Does it do it? Have any effect if he makes a save? If the
No,
creature
I'm
fails
just-
its save, it has disadvantage on attack rolls or on any attack that doesn't include you as the target. Okay. As far as it's basically as far as you know, you may have affected it. You know you may have affected whatever's out there, kind of thing.
I'll actually get a turn.
If I can't see anybody, I'll just hold my attacks until I get attacked.
Okay, so you're gonna hold it. Are you gonna ready an attack until you see something?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have a major question. It's nighttime, so odds are after this we're taking a long rest, right?
Yeah, you guys were getting ready to take a long rest as it was.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'm gonna blow all my fucking resources.
Okay, so this here, an orc, as soon as you say that, the orc kind of crawls out of the woodwork, so to speak, in front of you, and but before you're able to see him, he makes an attack on you, revealing himself, misses completely,
Or dum dum.
but now he is here. Then the next orc, let's see.
And he is also twice the fool for his decision.
As he was about to find out.
Okay, hold on one second. Okay, where is he? Oh, okay. Token layer. Okay, this orc runs up. He is going to attack the nearest threat, which happens to be Navari.
Wait, what orc runs up? Damn it!
Oh, do I get my ready attacks when this guy steps out?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, your reaction. Yep. Go ahead, do your reaction.
Is it a reaction or do I get my attacks?
A ready attack
When you-
is a
when you-
reaction.
It's both.
When you ready an attack, when you ready an action, it comes off as a reaction. Because you have already, when you ready an action on your turn, you're basically getting ready to do something. And then say, I'm foregoing my turn in order to ready this action. and then it goes off your turn, which can only be done as a reaction because you
I
can only
would
do
not be
reactions when it's
surprised-
not your turn. Or
I would not
well,
be
I mean, you can only do. Hang on, James. You can only
Yep, I heard
do.
you.
You can only do. When it's not your turn, you can only do reactions, not actions. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead, James. What
I
was
would not be surprised if in the 2024 update to 5th edition they change that so that it's more kind of like Pathfinder system in a way where it's just like you can use your action at any point without using a reaction, just because it's such a detriment to readying an action. It
Well,
makes
they're-
it kind of.
I think the reason they do that though is so you're not using actions off your turn, because then what's to stop you from doing an action when it's not your turn? You know, like
Right, they'd have to revamp the whole turn.
it's like I have
order.
an action on my turn, and
Initiative.
then I get an action on another turn. You know, like.
And they might.
But yeah. But, all right. So go ahead and
Okay.
roll your
Well,
attack.
Okay. Well, then if I'm doing a reaction, then
It's
I
an
will do
attack.
my-
No, it's an attack. You ready to attack?
Okay.
It's an attack. It just
Okay.
goes off like a
Okay, I got it,
reaction.
Got it.
Okay. Well, just wanted to make sure because it seemed like you were still waffling on that a little bit.
Yeah, it's a very
Oh, no, I
confusing
was-
rule.
I was deciding whether I was going to hit him with my main weapon or my shield, which is a reaction.
Well, either way, it's going to cost you a reaction. So.
I'm going to go with your main weapon because you said specifically that you were readying an attack.
Okay.
Ooh, war pick 17 to hit.
Yikes.
You could do your shield instead of readying the attack, but
well,
Warpick is 17 is a hit.
And damage 6. Not
6.
bad. Is that about average for the war pick?
Yeah,
So
that's,
I've never even seen a war pick.
I believe a Warpick is D8, right? Or
war pick is
yeah, D8.
yeah D8 plus 2.
Not bad. That's about average.
Mm,
Pretty good hit.
Well,
Then
well,
again, you do have a +5, so
yeah, he only rolled a 4 for the Warpick, but he would have done more. But okay, so 6 damage.
Yeah.
No, stop.
I mean, unless I can smite him as well.
You can smite him if you want.
sacrifice that spell slot and smite that boy.
Yeah, smites are just cost spell slots. They don't take a action or bonus action or anything like that.
Okay. Well, then I will also.
Do a
anytime you hit.
a single smite like 2d8, or are you gonna pump it up?
No, I'm just gonna do a single.
Okay, because you could bump it up to 3rd level if you wanted, but yeah, okay. So 2d8.
Question: does your size affect the size of cone you put out?
So he takes 8 more points
Generally
of damage.
speaking,
from-
Generally speaking,
from
no.
fighting.
Okay. I was asking simply because of what my plan is.
So 8 more damage. Okay. Okay, you see him. You see him like from the initial blow, like you kind of see him like it hurts him pretty good, but then with the smite added into there, the radiant damage you can see is just overwhelming for him. And
Is he dead?
no, he goes down though, and he looks as though he may be dead.
Ooh. Nice hit.
Okay.
God dang, where are you getting all those logos from?
I have a bunch from I have the regular ones, but then I have some that I bought too, or that were bought for me by the D&D fairy. That's
Jeez
Steve, my friend
Louise,
Steve.
I'm just seeing you scroll through and I'm like, what the hell?
All right, and so then the orc will attack Navari, right? Yes. Yep. Okay. Or did somebody else have
Oh,
a
but
reaction?
I
remember.
don't have anything, sadly.
Okay. I don't think anybody else had a reaction, but
Nope.
Ka, you had a reaction. Oh no, you did the thing. Okay, that's right.
Yeah, Cog did the light, the dragon's breath and light for me.
I mean, I have a
Okay.
reaction to use. I just like can't use it now.
Yeah. Okay. So and 13 was the roll against Navari, which I don't think hits, but let me check. Oh, it does. Okay. Well. Well. Okay, so 7 damage to
7
Navari.
slashing. Not too bad, not too good. Pretty good damage.
Okay.
I imagine Navari is even more pissed.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I think she might have been more pissed about somebody attacking people that
She cares for.
she didn't want them to be attacking.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we competing here, Cutler? Is that
I'm
what's
not.
happening?
I'm honestly not sure whether she likes me or likes you. I don't
You
know.
Like, I like the way you say you're just disappointed, while I'm over here just just looking so funny to me.
If the dice gods are on my side, I'm about to do
I
something pretty fucking
I
epic.
will say, out of character and out of game, she likes you both for very different
God.
reasons. For very different reasons. She
Let
likes
me guess.
she
always
likes
wins
she
today.
likes Folidar because of how couth he is, and she likes Cutler for how brazen he is.
Yes, I win. Brazen
Do
truth.
you? I'm currently being very brazen at the moment.
Yeah,
Says
so-
the guy who
You're
wanted to
saying.
lie to her. Says the guy who wanted to lie to her.
I never said that.
Yes, you did. When we were in the freaking throne room, you were willing to lie your ass
Oh,
off.
I
and
think
Cutler's just
I
like,
thought he was just lying to the queen, but fair enough.
Yeah, you got to mix
Yeah,
up there, but
yeah, that.
Okay.
well, is Navari not part of the queen's regiment?
Okay, Ka, you're gonna make a perception check. DC. Hold on, let me double check on this, but I believe.
I need to perceive something.
Yes. Let me
Or
find
fail.
out where he's at. Wait. Okay. Wait. No, I'm lying. No. Wrong thing. Okay. So you don't need to make a perception check. Token layer. You very clearly see an orc coming out of the from behind the tree and heading over to you
Oh no.
and attempting to attack you.
No.
The key point to nothing, it seems.
And it just swings like this massive scimitar type, this massive longsword type thing at you.
17 to hit. I'm gonna shield.
Okay. All right. So it misses with both then. Hang on. Let me see where the other guy is. Then Genyuka, you being by far the largest target in this guy's range here, you see another one that looks very similar, rather large, brutish-looking orc with a long sword come over to try to attack you.
Oh, that's not cool.
Yo.
And one of those will hit unless you have something you can do besides.
Well,
Like-
hold on.
You use your reaction though, so it don't refresh until your turn.
Right. So then,
Probably can you do it? Can you do anything with your shield at that point? You probably can only use your reaction as with the shield, right?
yeah, my thing with the shield's a reaction.
Okay, all right. So it does 17 damage to Genyuka.
Hold on. That's something I might be able to do something about.
Oh, when you take damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
My
shrug off.
sword
You
and-
can shrug off thing as a reaction, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
wait.
that's a reaction also. So
You
okay,
gotta use
so,
your
yeah.
reaction. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Darn it.
No.
All right,
I mean,
so we're kind of out of the reaction thing, though. Yeah, so that's part of the reason why it does that too. All right, so then it will be Cutler's turn.
Well, I'll just say, finally, a worthy opponent.
All right, Cutler is
Nice.
going to. Cutler is first going to rage, thus become. Well, he's going to walk forward a little bit so that way he doesn't squish the wolf.
Oh, your approach. No, I'm joking.
Cutler is going to rage, and then right about here, I think is where I need to be. Turn myself slightly so that way I'm facing properly.
Okay.
Oh wait, didn't. Nope, you didn't turn all the way. Yeah, right about. No.
One
Is
more.
it Alt? Is it Alt?
Yeah, Alt will.
There we go.
Alt will
Okay.
do between things. yeah.
So I have extra attack, and I'm gonna have to do this in a way that allows you to handle this, and then I'll describe how this is gonna be flavored afterwards.
Okay, what are you thinking?
I am going to use both of my attacks as my breath weapon.
Both your attacks as your breath weapon.
Yes.
I don't know if you can do that.
because
Pop up a
Fizban's
breath
Treasury of Dragon gave us what you can replace. Oh, it's wait one. Damn. Motherfucker. Get rid of the
Yeah,
word.
when you
what?
attack
Stop
your
being so
when you
limited.
attack your attack, you replace
Yeah, I
one of
read
your
it just
attacks
now.
with
One.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only because, roughly.
Hold on.
Sorry, yeah.
Oh,
so,
wait, these
so
are
that'll
when you
be
take
that'll
the
be one of your
attack
attacks.
action.
Yeah. But
These are when you take the attack action. So
Well, there's a solution for that, James.
I have 3 different breath weapons I could use.
Yeah, but there's a solution for that, right? And I will allow this metagaming because it's coming from me, but because I would think that Cutler having a breath weapon and being a dragonborn and such like that would know this, but so he moves up to here, right?
Yeah.
And then at that point, the breath weapon would be what, like this, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's my plan. But I figured a way around what I wanted to do. I wanted to do 2 breath weapons. I can still do this because each one of these is a different style of breath. So there's the breath weapon, and then there's at level 5 I get metallic breath weapon, which is a
Right.
completely different feature,
Right.
which allows me to do the same thing, replace one of my attacks.
When you take the attack action on your turn, you can replace one of your attacks with an exhalation of
So-
15-foot cone.
So
Yeah.
the first one is going to be my regular breath weapon, which
Hold
is
on,
going to be
Hold on, wait, 1 second. When you use this trade, yeah, okay, where'd it go? Whenever you use this trait, choose one enervating breath, blah, blah, each creature one, okay, blah, blah, blah. Repulsion breath. Okay, so yeah, so the thing is it doesn't say that you can't use it specifically. I think the intention is you can only use it once, but it doesn't say specifically that, so I'm going to allow you to go ahead and do it twice. And then,
yeah. Well, the breath
but you
weapon
can only
says you
do
can
it.
replace
You
one.
can only do it a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus.
Yeah,
though.
but the
So-
breath weapon does say only one of your attacks. That's the
Right.
That's why I have
Right.
to do it this way because
Right.
it's different features.
Right, but I feel like you could do both and replace one of your attacks each time.
Okay, well I didn't know that, so I'm gonna do my original plan here because this is rules as written. I am going to do the breath
one and then the
weapon,
other. Yeah, yeah.
and then I'm gonna use the one to repel them out of the tree 20 feet and knocking them prone.
Yeah.
So first things first, let's roll up the breath weapon, which is we are 5th level, so it's 2d10.
I'm just
How
saying.
horrendous.
I feel like I feel like even with both the breath weapon, the rule as intended is probably one attack type of thing. But since you have both of them, allowing it kind of thing.
I appreciate it.
How horrendous are they saved on this?
Right. 12 damage if they fail,
First
6
one's
if they succeed.
First one's a dex save. Is both the dex save? Oh no, one's a
Yeah,
one's a con save.
No, one's a con, yeah.
Okay, so first one's a dex save, and you're going against the orc archers.
And it is 8 plus my con plus my proficiency. So my con is 5. Oh, no, wait, my con is not 5. Yeah, my con is 5. And my proficiency bonus is 3. So 8 plus 8, it is a DC of 16
Okay,
for both.
2
Okay, so one succeeds, the other one does not. And then the con save.
for the dex. Okay, and then 1 and 2. So both
Okay,
both fail
so-
the con save.
So one is taking half damage from the flame, which
What-
is 6.
That one nat
The-
20, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both, however, being flown out of the tree by 20 feet and then knocked prone.
Yeah.
Is that repulsion breath? That one?
Yeah.
Okay, minus. Hold on. Okay, so he minus 12 damage for the
12.
original one.
And if I'm not mistaken, 20 feet would be enough to trigger fall damage, wouldn't it? Because it's every 10 feet?
Oh yeah, they're about 10 feet up anyway, so they'll fall from there. But
30 feet then.
well, the 20 feet is probably straight back, so they
Push
don't probably do
back,
the extra
yeah.
damage from that,
Fair.
but they'll. Okay,
Gotta admit, there's a wall right behind them.
6.
Oh yeah, can they even go the full 20
But
feet?
there is a cliff wall right behind them, so that would be like fall damage, only taken by hitting a freaking wall. So I would say
That
say
that
30
worked a
feet.
lot better than I expected.
I would say 30 total feet of damage, right?
Before doing this, Cutler goes, "This is for you, Navari!"
Jeez. He's a ham.
You
Alright.
know, I just did my attack, Cutler. Not being
Okay,
objective to
they hit the
real
wall.
sports.
They hit the wall, and you hear a sickening crunching noise as they slide down the wall to the ground and slump at the ground.
Cutler just smiles. Yes.
Which is always hard to tell when Cutler's smiling whether it's a
Yeah, because it's fangs.
it's
Yeah.
very toothy grin.
That was fucking awesome.
Okay. Alright. So Quipper finally kind of rouses out of his stupor.
Now that my turn's over, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Alright. Quipper finally rouses out of his stupor, and he will shoot his longbow at the two that have appeared. One miss for sure. The other one is a hit. So he will hit this one here for
I don't see
5 damage. Oh, and an extra 1d10.
Which one did you ping, Brian? I didn't see it.
Oh, sorry, the top one here.
Oh, okay.
This one here. That's fighting Jinyuka for 12 damage.
I will yell over my shoulder, "Don't worry about me, help the cleric."
Okay, he shot at the one by the cleric too, but he missed.
We missed.
And that's-
Don't
I know.
worry, I'm gonna help the cleric.
Basically,
That's
tell
not really a cleric.
Okay, you see Quipper when you say that
I'm really a cleric.
he kind of nods and moves over toward where the cleric is and kind of tries to interpose himself in between the cleric and the orc, but not.
Did someone
And
say
he will
flank?
he will actually, I don't know if he can go that far. Hang on, let me see. Yeah, he can go that far. So there and then there. There we go.
Ooh, this is about to get real spicy.
All right, so Tessa is up next, actually.
Are you currently Tessa or Jessa?
Last I knew, she was Tessa. Where is Discord? Are we frozen on Discord again?
No.
No, I
did
was
it.
view.
mean, on stream
Fallon
again.
was
Oh,
next,
okay.
not me.
Oh,
Yeah,
yep,
you did
that's
skip
right.
over Fallon,
Did I skip
actually.
over Fallon? I might have,
Oh.
yeah.
You
Oh, yep, I
skipped
did.
over
Okay,
Fallon.
yeah, Fallon's next. Yep. Oh, yeah, because he's top of the round. That's why I need to do this here. Wait, where's the map layer? We're gonna make the fire the end of round thing. Control U, and we'll throw the fire in at the end of round. Did it work? No, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? All right, we're gonna put the fire on the token layer, and then we'll make it the end of round thing. Ah, there it is.
Most excellent. Well done.
Okay, Fallon is up.
Fallon is up. Let's see what the Moon Knight's gonna do. I'll tell you what, he'll run up to this orc. Now he's surrounded, and I'm gonna attack with
I'm back.
cast Green Flame Blade
Okay.
and attack with the Edith sword.
Okay, so like one in one,
yeah,
one,
the
in one
Edict
hand and
Blade.
one in one hand and one in the other.
Wait, is it? Oh wait, does it just form its own weapon?
I think Green Flame Blade does form its own weapon. I have to double check, but I'm pretty
Oh.
sure. It does.
You brandish
actually-
the weapon used in the spell's casting.
Oh,
the
okay,
weapon's the
okay, then
component.
it is the same weapon then. Okay, so
The original version was it created its own weapon, but the errata in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything changed it to be
Yeah.
it had to have a weapon.
well, there's also Flame Blade, which creates its own weapon. I think. So
And Shadow
Flame
Blade.
Blade does, Shadow Blade does, yeah. But the cantrip versions, actually, I think they changed either Shadow Blade or Flame Blade to require. I think it's Flame Blade. One of the more spell versions, not the cantrip versions, they changed as well. It might be. I don't remember.
okay, so you're doing a +2 attack with the Edict Blade. I don't know if it's listed as +2. I also didn't switch the stuff in the Edict Blade yet because there's also some other stuff that goes along with that. So you know what? I know
Does the
Oliver's.
Edict
I
make the
know
homebrew?
Oliver's not here.
Mhm.
But so in the spirit of Oliver not being here, we can re-roll it when Oliver gets back. You guys might have to remember to help me re-roll it. But 1 second.
Is the Edict Blade homebrew or third party, or
The
is it
Edict
official
Blade
content?
is Matthew Colville actually created it originally.
Oh.
But
Shout out to MCDM.
but it is also it is homebrew in the fact that it is also a Moonblade now. So roll me a D100, Taylor.
Oh, okay.
Oh, a Moonblade, that's an Edict Blade. Oh, damn.
38.
38.
Is the Edict Blade the weapon he made for the little temple one-shot thing that
yes.
he did?
Yep.
Okay.
The one that you guys basically kind of did something similar. The
Yeah,
Balian Tomb or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so it gains another +1, so it is now a +3 weapon.
Oh wow. Okay.
Can it go any higher than a +3?
No, not according to how the D100 rules. It says increases the bonus attack by 1 to a maximum of +3. Reroll if the Moonblade already has a +3 bonus.
Okay.
So is that permanent?
That is permanent.
Oh wow. Okay.
+3 weapon at level 5. Damn.
Okay. 1 second.
That's good. That's really good. Because +3 is legendary, isn't it?
Actually, roll another D100 because I'm going to assume, since it was the Edict Blade, that it served one more master before it served him.
Correct me if I'm wrong. A +3 is legendary, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, essentially, like, very rare or legendary, depending. So 15 would be the same, so re-roll again.
Okay.
Jeez Louise.
94. There you go, that's what I'm talking about.
That's a number.
Hopefully I'm not making too
Okay.
many slurping noise, because the stop ramen is...
When you hit a creature of a specific type, we're gonna say,
Orc.
oddly, we're gonna say orcs. How do we do
Why
that?
is that odd?
Yeah, why is that? That's
odd?
so odd. Such as a dragon, fiend, or undead. So,
Oh. You get orc. It's none of the types that it's supposed to.
yeah. Well, it just says such as, so it can be any. But when you hit a creature of a specific type with the Moonblade, the target takes an extra 1d6 damage of, in this case,
Is this for the moonbeam? Would it be radiant?
yeah. So I would go radiant, but I'm gonna go with lightning, I guess.
I was about to say, if you go radiant,
Actually-
I feel sorry
actually-
for you if you ever try to throw undead at us.
Yeah. No, yeah. So 1d6 lightning damage. Whenever it hits.
Okay, so an additional 1d6.
Yep. In addition to the flame blade too, the green flame blade.
Jesus crud!
I think he might be
Actually-
a little in trouble, isn't?
Actually, I don't think the green flame blade's even gonna do anything unless there's another person within 5 feet. I should have read it before I used it.
Yeah, there
but it's
is.
fine.
There's 2 people within 5 feet. What are you talking about?
Another enemy.
Oh, okay.
Green fire to leap from one target to a different target of your choice within 5 feet.
I mean, nothing says you can't
Oh,
target
I
an
see
ally.
what you're saying. I see what
I'm
you're
not
saying.
gonna.
Just, hey, Januka, catch yourself on fire real quick!
There's no. All right, but I'll make the attack.
Yeah.
Fallon's got a pretty good weapon.
But it does say if you look at, it does say at 5th level the melee attack deals an extra 1d8 fire damage to the target on hit, and the fire damage to the second target increases by another d8.
Oh.
Or no,
Oh,
to-
so
by,
even
by a
1d8
d8
fire.
by a d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier for the
Oh,
second,
wow.
for the second target. So yeah.
We are all just doing cool shit this combat.
So the Edict Blade hits with 20 for sure. And he does the damage of the blade plus 1d6 plus 1d8.
That's
Okay, who the hell is this dude standing right next to Januka?
so 7.
Another
Plus-
orc. Well, he's actually
1d6.
laying next to the other. Yeah, I should put that. He's prone.
Plus 1d8.
That is an interesting orc art.
Prone. Where are you prone at? There. Okay.
That is not a default orc. What kind of orc is that?
What are you talking about? This one?
This one.
Oh, that one. Yeah. No, that is a. They're called Blades of Ilneval.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. I know what those are. I know what these are.
So
I
6 and
like
7
running
is
orcs.
14 plus 7 is 21? No, 28. No, wait. 14 plus 7. 21.
I like running orcs, and some of my favorites are the blades and the eyes of Groomsh.
So 21. Did you add the plus 3 to slashing damage too?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I believe so.
Jeez
Yeah, plus 3.
Louise, bro.
So 21
That's a good
damage.
hit.
That is a good chunk of damage.
For a wizard warlock who does not have extra attack, that is nice.
3 plus 1. What is Fallon's dexterity or strength?
His strength is -1.
What's his dexterity? What's his dexterity?
Oh wait, no, his strength is. He's got an 11. He's got +0 for strength.
Yeah, but-
Dexterity is +2.
+2. Okay, yeah, because it didn't roll up right. It should be.
Finessed.
Well,
Oh, it should be a
well,
finesse weapon.
right. It should be a finesse weapon, so it should be +2 for the. It's for some
So-
reason it's +3 +1, and it should be +3 plus
3.
+2.
Yeah, +3 +2.
It's probably he probably has it by default as strength. When you create a new weapon on the character sheet, it defaults to strength.
Ah, yep.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. If
Also
you know how to fix that,
Dex.
then go ahead and fix it. If you don't, I will fix it later.
Yeah, it's Dex now.
Okay.
That's
Alright,
something
so
I have
that's,
a
that
in
is
my group
that is
too.
his attack. He does not probably get another attack. I don't think.
No.
Does he have
He
any
doesn't have
reactions or
extra.
bonus actions that he can do?
Let me check. Let me look around.
Actually,
You got a
no. The bonus action would be the green flame blade, right?
I was about to say, yeah.
The green flame blade is an action. It's part of the attack.
Oh, right,
Oh.
right. Okay, so it's part of the attack. So does he have a bonus action that he can do then?
Misty
Yeah.
Step,
Do have a Misty Step.
because a wizard / warlock really doesn't want to be a melee if it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, let's Misty Step because that was a
where-
cantrip.
I was gonna say, where are you gonna Misty Step to?
Good question.
He also, but he
Um,
also has a Misty Step. I think his Misty Step is part of being Fey touched or Fey ancestry.
Oh, got
So
one
it's-
one
so
free
it's-
charge.
Proficiency recharges. So 2 at this.
So in other words, you don't expect a spell slot Misty Stepping here.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't.
you
You
can
don't
just
use.
do the free
Well,
Misty.
yeah, and it's normally conjuration 2, but it's done for free.
I think it's from the Fey touched background.
Yeah, Fey touched or Fey ancestry. I think both have them.
I don't think Fey ancestry does because elves don't get it. For
Oh,
free.
right. No, that's Fey ancestry is the one where they get like the sleep
The
sleep
sleep
and charm
yeah,
thing. Yeah.
the trance. Yeah.
Let's say he comes over here next to Tessa.
Okay. All right. Misty stepping over there. Okay.
Yep.
And then it's Tessa's turn.
How many enemies are left that we know of?
That you know of. 1, 2,
There are
3,
out in the parent.
4. 4?
And then there's the one in the shadow, 3 out in the parent. Well, he's not in the shadow, but he's partially shadowed, and then 3 are out. So I think 4 is the correct count here.
Okay. Just curious. Pretty good combat so far, Brian.
What
Respect.
do I believe zombies have like a do they have blind
Slam.
sight? No, I mean which one are you have a blind sight? Skeletons I think have blind sight. Oh no, zombies just have dark vision.
Oh, then they know what's about to happen.
Okay, so
Right,
you,
they
so,
see
you,
everything.
so Tessa, you can see them, or the zombies can't see them, I should say. And unless for flavor, I'll say that the zombies can also smell them. I always like my zombies to be
Zombies
brain
smell
eaters.
anything.
My question is, who smells worse though, the zombie or the orcs?
Yeah.
The zombies smell delicious to the orcs. What are you talking about? I mean, the orcs smell delicious to the zombies, is what I meant.
I was gonna say, I think you meant the reverse.
Yeah,
my
yeah,
friend.
yeah.
was gonna say,
The
man,
orcs,
the orcs got
the
terrible
orcs smell
taste.
delicious to the zombies. You all smell delicious to the zombies.
Except they know that we're friendly currently, so like we don't mess with them.
Yeah, and now that the orcs have already shown that they've attacked, the zombies definitely see them all as a
Don't
threat.
consider us friends. Yeah. Also, geez Louise, I'm looking at the art of Typhon, and he is just a terrifying-looking god.
Most of them are actually, realistically speaking. It's only the nice goddesses that actually look like normal-ish. Everyone else takes on the most ungodly.
All right, so what are you doing, Tessa? I'm not hearing you, Stephanie. Are you talking?
She's muted.
Oh, she's muted. Okay, must have something going on over there. Okay, so 1 attack. That's a hit.
Coughing, so
Oh, okay. Well, that's a
Um,
hit.
that should have been an advantage, but that still works.
Yep. You can roll
Oh,
it
yeah,
at
'cause
advantage to see if
flanking,
you
Hey,
crit.
Go for the advantage. Get that nat 20.
Now remember, okay, so since these are, the zombies are kind of like NPCs, and they're not named NPCs, they're just zombies.
They don't
Um,
get flanking.
They get flanking, but they don't get the they don't get to roll on the crit chart,
Oh.
on the crit roll chart. So yeah, so
I will say, I started using Nord Games crit roll deck. Oh my god, is that stuff powerful. There's effects in there like quadruple damage.
okay, 1 zombie miss. Wait, but actually roll that second one
No.
attack for that second zombie. Oh, that was his second attack. Okay, gotcha. No, sorry, never mind.
Yes,
Alright.
only one of the zombies could slam because
Yep.
2 of them had to dash in order
Oh,
to get
gotcha.
around him.
Gotcha. Okay, I didn't realize that.
And the 23 on the Force Empowered Ren. Jeez Louise.
So we got 13 damage
This-
total.
Yep.
This poor orc
So
is not
far.
having good. These orcs are underestimated their targets.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm wondering if any of these orcs are going to value their life enough to retreat, or if these are going to be the orcs that fight to the
Oh wait,
death.
we didn't take
They say it to
the.
the death.
For some
You have to be
reason,
prepared.
hold on. One of the things you didn't take damage away from the zombie. Hold on one second.
You heard that. Cutler didn't. So in Cutler's mind, he's wondering, are these guys going to retreat?
Because the first attack by one of the arrows was a zombie.
Could I give followers crit?
Do what?
Fallen, you mean? As in, like, could you use the
hold on,
portent?
sorry.
I was about to say, wait.
Portent for the crossbow?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's use one. Take a
All
natural
right,
20.
nat 20.
From the
All
movement.
right, hold on one second. Let me
Crit
bring
effects
this
rolled
up.
up, baby. Let's go.
All right, so
Smart thinking.
let me do this. Okay. It's good thinking. You knew I was
Incredible.
slow at that, right? Okay.
I just cut myself on my.
Okay,
frickin'
roll
wall.
me a D100, Steph. So that you're using you're using it. So what? If anybody's watching, to be clear, Stephanie's using one of Fallon's portents to get a nat 20. That Kyle rolled there.
77.
77, and we're using a crit chart, which is not a raw thing or anything. It's just something that we like to use.
You currently Jessa or Tessa?
She is currently Tessa, as far as I know.
Tess.
Yeah,
Tessa,
yep.
Tessa this
Got-
adventure.
a portent
Oh,
type.
dang! You're hitting that same orc, right? The one over here.
Yeah, one in
Um,
the center, yeah.
Okay.
Fallon
Uh,
causing
So I get sneak attack.
a crit.
This is gonna be great.
okay.
There
So,
you go, I put it in the
so,
chat for the
so
people
it's
to be
a
able to
crit.
read.
So it's a crit. So it's gonna do. It's gonna do, your normal crit damage, right? So go ahead and roll your crit damage, which will be, you can either roll it till you get a crit, which might take a minute, but or you can
also
just
just double
or
it.
you can just roll an extra die of damage. So just roll your yeah, there you go,
Crossbow
and then
twice.
now roll an extra D8 for the piercing.
Oh yeah, because you don't want the sneak attack again. Yeah.
Yep. So now roll an extra D8. So that's okay. So it's only one more extra point. However, for the crit roll,
Yeah. What's this? This is what I can't wait to
he
hear.
drops all of his weapons. You disarmed him, and because the reason he drops all his weapons is because the crossbow bolt hits him so hard, dead center, that it knocks him back. Hold on, let me see. Where is it at?
How is he getting knocked back? There's a zombie directly behind him.
Oh
Hold on.
yeah, that's the fun part.
Yep. Hold on. Wait, no.
Oh no, he's gonna take extra damage from the knockback.
Since there's a zombie directly behind him, he gets knocked back. When he gets knocked back, he kind of hits this zombie right here, the one behind him, rolls
Knocking
off
him
him,
prone.
and goes 10 feet back that way.
Oh jeez.
He is prone.
Oh no,
Oh jeez.
that's the worst thing to be around zombies.
He is unarmed. He is prone, and he took how much damage? 14, 24 plus
Is
125.
he even alive?
Wait. 25 damage, right? Plus
From me.
from the crit.
Plus the paw damage.
Well, plus from the crit. Well, he doesn't take it. He's on the ground. So, but plus from the crit, the crit roll. Aside
Is
from
he
dropping
even
all
alive?
items in his hand, getting knocked back 1d3 squares, he has to make a DC 15 Dex save. Hold on, let me find him. There he is.
Oh my lord.
DC 15 Dex save. Did he make it?
This poor dude
He
is getting
did.
fucked up.
He did. Okay, so he doesn't take any extra damage. He doesn't take any. Well, he takes the crit damage, but if he wouldn't have made the Dex save, he would have taken double the damage you just did.
This dude is getting fucked up.
But
And
he
when
does
he
appear to
dies-
be still alive.
When he dies, can we flavor text it that the zombies just
Mauled him.
ate him?
Yeah, right.
He's
Zombies
rolling
lose-
on the ground.
Zombies lose a turn as they are literally eating this man alive.
All right. So So okay, so then Tessa, is that it for you, right? Probably.
Yep, that's
Uh,
my turn.
All right, and Olean, um,
Jeez Louise, bro. we are
recognizing
vicious.
recognizing that the yell of attack and kill them all came from that direction,
Wait, Olean speak orc?
Yes, she does.
she does.
Oh shit.
And she moves over to here, and then to about
Takes her
here.
wolves with her.
Her wolves continue to move another 10 feet in
Oh,
this
no.
direction,
Oh, things are about to go really bad for the enemies.
and Olean casts a spell.
Are those dire wolves or regular wolves?
They're regular wolves.
Okay.
Olean casts a spell. Hold on, let me see if I can find it here.
Oh yeah, because dire wolves are large, aren't they?
Yeah, dire wolves are large up.
Spell
Hold on, I gotta
circle
find
of
it.
death.
There it is.
I don't like those effects.
Where is it? Okay, we'll
Jeez
use.
Louise.
See if I can find
Bruh.
it. See if I can find something.
I don't
yeah,
like your
this will work here. So she casts a spell, and it looks like
I don't like your spell effects. They're
it looks like a
terrifying.
blue beam that shoots out of the sky. This big, tall blue cylinder.
That does not look blue.
Nope, it
I
doesn't.
can't see anything.
That's why I
It
am tinting it
blended
blue.
in.
Oh,
So
there it is.
it looks like a bright blue cylinder. Actually, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go just so we can because we can. We're gonna go
That, yeah, okay.
do this instead.
Ooh, that's nice.
And then we're gonna make it like
A light
Whoop.
tint.
Oh, hang on.
Smart man using
Oh,
the
wrong
light,
thing. Yeah.
the aura. Holy
Ah, God,
shit!
dang it. Hang on, the wolf keeps moving with it. I don't know why. What in the heck is going on, man?
I think you bound it to the wolf.
No, I didn't, but there you go. Okay, so let me do this first.
It's showing a giant square. I think there it goes. You fixed it.
It'll just, yeah, it'll happen.
Gotta love roll 20 in the finickiness.
Okay, so
That's moonbeam. I'm assuming.
so she casts a big cylinder right there.
How is moonbeam that
It
big?
should be only 10 feet. Hold on one second.
I was about to say moonbeam is not that huge. Holy shit!
But the only problem is because I use the aura.
Does it upgrade in size when you upcast it by any chance?
No. Yeah, like actually, let me do this. Let me change
That'd be
this.
a cool upcast.
Let me change
Nah, it
this.
just does more damage.
Let me just change this to
No, it
1.
just does
There we
more
go.
damage.
This ought to work. This ought to work.
I think that would be a really cool upcast, though. The moonbeam grows in size.
You know, I thought
There we
that,
go.
that actually
Roughly
was
that.
really a lot. Okay.
Roughly that. It's not actually
Deontay,
it's
you
not
wanna work
actually
with-
out of that 10-foot square, but
Deontay, you want to work on a third-party book with me to put some upcasting on spells that don't have good upcasting?
0.5.
Unfortunately, you caught me in the middle of 2 projects.
There we go. Okay.
Anybody else want to work on it with me?
So what does Moonbeam do for damage to this guy? I'm gonna
Probably
submit.
I'm reading the third issue of my comic book.
Damn.
And it is 19 damage, DC 12. What is it? Constitution save. Oop, hang on. He gets plus 6, but so 16. Okay, so 16, he made it, but so he takes half of the damage, which was 19. So he takes 10 damage, 9 damage.
Mm.
Got it. Go to back. Go to back. Stop it. There we go. Another 10 damage anyway. 9 damage. All right, and then it's his turn. So he stands up from the prone position. And he walks over to get his weapon. Which would be here. Putting himself directly back in between everybody. Picks up his weapon, and he will take a swipe at one of the zombies first. And miss, and then another one of the zombies. And I don't think that's it. There we go. That's not an advantage, but hold on one second. Let's. Yep. Okay. So yeah. So he can do that. Plus. Okay. So he hits one of the zombies pretty hard for. However much damage that is. 9 plus 25, so 34 damage is. So make a Constitution save for one of the zombies. You can pick. I think you would be attacking this one as a second attack because the first one missed this one. Okay, so 19. So Undead Fortitude puts that zombie at 1 hit point.
Oh wow.
Zombie.
Zombie got
get
love.
that back real quick on this feast.
So yeah, so he starts to go down and just kind of like shrugs it off for a second, and he looks like the zombie looks like he's just as fine as he ever was, kind of, but not exactly.
Holy shit! It's 650.
All right. Oh yeah, 650, and the Orc Archer is gonna go. You know, we'll end this round and then we'll pause for next time, I think.
Okay.
All right. So Orc Archer is actually the Orc Archer is dead, isn't he? Aren't all the Orc Archers dead?
Did your schedule
They're all
change,
dead.
Deontay? Because I remember you
They're
used
all
to have
dead.
to leave before 6.
All the Orc Archers are
You
dead.
missed that too.
Okay, so Navari will Navari is going to run over here next to Quipper and Caw, sorry. Ugh, jeez. And she is going to actually she kind of goes like right here. And she
Ooh.
begins to cast another spell.
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
And you see a crackle of energy as her eyes kind of glow with like lightning again. And a crackle of energy emits out from her.
Is that her sorceress mark?
I don't know.
Like every time she casts a spell, lightning flares in her eyes or something?
Could be. I mean, could be that. Hold on one second. Wait a second. What is it? Oh, there it is.
Lightning ball? Ah, I see you collected the free Monster Manual Expended Volume 3 as well, from the Roll20 rewards.
No. I actually got that, and then it
Oh,
was
you
a
had to be
reward.
so annoyed that it went free.
I was like, well, the D&D fairy got it for me, so I mean that was kind of good, but I mean also at the same time it was like, what in the world? You know,
Damn,
like-
that's a waste of money, yeah.
But okay, so these two are in it.
Okay, where'd you get that effect? Because that is just sick.
It's called animated lightning tokens or something like that. Yeah, animated lightning tokens.
I'm gonna have to look up animated tokens on fucking Roll20.
So yeah, so she hits basically, not Caw, but she hits those 3 orcs. This orc will die regardless.
Lightning bolt, baby!
This orc will have to make a save, and so will the other one.
Oh, that poor orc is dead.
Oh wait, let me do the lightning bolt real quick here. There. DC 15 dex save, so it's gonna be a dex save, 1 and 2, and they both failed.
Oh, damn!
They both failed,
Nice.
taking
22.
22 damage. Minus
And
22.
neither one of them could even so much as move.
Minus
Man, it would be so
22.
cool right now. It would be so cool right now if they were just paralyzed from the lightning.
They did not have lightning quick reflexes.
And then Caw, it's your turn.
I think as a DM, I would rule on a crit fail. They'd be paralyzed from the lightning. Just give the rule a cool there. Just,
On a dex fail, crit fail
Yeah.
for dex, yeah.
yeah, that would be a cool little ruling. Just since they crit failed, I'm gonna give you the added of their paralyzed per turn.
I mean, there's no crit fails on dex saves, but fair enough.
But it would be a cool thing for your players. Let's be honest.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
I don't think he's gotten enough lightning.
They're also
God.
they're also affected with shocking grasp. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm also gonna hit him with a shocking grasp.
Okay, hold on one second.
This
They
poor
are
bastard.
wearing chainmail, so you're at advantage. Oh, you're at advantage
Oh.
anyways. You're at advantage anyways because they're flanked, so you're at advantage +1.
+1.
I'm an advantage again
one.
because of pack tactics.
Oh, so
Oh,
advantage
advantage
+2.
+2.
That's the highest you can go. So if people watching, we use a thing that's soft stacking
Is
where you can go advantage
Paul
to
really
+2.
the honored
up to
one here?
+2.
What's happening?
Right,
Okay.
Collar's just blowing everybody out the fucking water this session.
All right, yeah, I'm going to extend my arms. I might as well like go all out with it, and his eyes will like roll back into his head, and and as lightning crackles from his fingertips. Gonna cast. Where are we?
Is it Shocking
Wait.
Grasp?
Yeah, Shocking Grasp. Looking at the
Okay.
wrong sheet. Looking at Fallon's.
Oh,
Alright,
gotcha.
Shocking Grasp.
Imagine
Advantage.
just being non-stop shocked.
And
for
there is no save for
seconds.
Shocking Grasp because it's such a hit roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Holy
wow. 27. Okay. That's a hit.
Okay, wait. That is the third time
Then you rolled
That
two
he's
of the
got
same
the
thing?
same
Yeah.
yeah.
Doubles.
that the
Doubles.
same number has fallen twice.
I would like to point out
He's
if
got
this
it
is
tied to
Pathfinder,
cause sheet.
I would like to point out if this is Pathfinder, you'd be doing crit damage right now because there's no way its armor class is like anything above a 15.
Actually, it is, but
Really?
yes, yeah, it's actually wearing chainmail. And it does have a shield, but it hasn't been using the shield. But yeah.
You can't use it
alright.
now.
So it would be 29 with the +2.
Holy
What's
fuck.
the +2 do?
And
What's the +2 from?
From the
It's the
stacking.
advantage.
from the stacking,
Oh no, it just means
the advantage stacking.
no, it just means that's just for hitting. Advantage is just to hit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
just
saying
a
if
hit.
you're 29 to hit
That's
with the
the
plus
Yeah.
2.
for the-
Oh, yes. Okay, I see what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Right.
Okay, I thought you were
And,
saying 29 damage. I'm like, that's a lot of damage for. Okay,
Shut
are you gonna
my
bump it
ass,
up?
Right?
Are you?
I'm not even gonna roll the damage because I'm gonna channel Divinity, Destructive Wrath,
Is that that's max damage, right?
smack
Yep.
damage.
Okay, so 16, and then does
Oh, damn.
Destructive Wrath do anything else? You want to put that up there real quick?
I think it's just max
okay.
damage.
It's just max
It's just
damage.
max damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 16 damage.
1 second.
Max damage on any lightning damage you do, I believe, specifically.
Lightning
Or-
or thunder.
Oh, it is or thunder?
Okay,
Oh.
you see this guy drops to his knees, and then falls over. He is clearly breathing, but not much more than that.
He's
Drop to his
unconscious.
knees at a Walmart. No.
Okay,
Drop
my-
to his knees.
I did what I needed to do. I'm gonna go and back up Januka over here.
Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna need to find the prone thing. There we go. Okay. All right.
Poor man.
Okay, so you move over there, and that's it. That's it, or you got one more thing to do?
Let me see here.
You haven't spent any sorcery points yet, I don't think. So you
No,
could
I haven't
do
spent
that
any
if you
sorcery
wanted.
points. I haven't spent my bonus action yet.
Wait a minute. Does Destructive Wrath work with crit damage too?
I believe so.
It would, yes.
Could you use the other portent from Fallon to...
I was thinking of doing that, but that seemed like overkill.
Well, yeah, and he did pass that now too. But I mean,
I'm
in
also
fairness, he
still
rolled a
breathing.
29. It was a solid hit.
Right, yeah. Honestly, that was my plan. I was gonna do
I'm
that.
also
but-
still breathing lightning, so this is about to be real funny just to see how this plays out. Plus, he's prone right now. Oh, okay.
He's prone, and I think unconscious is what the face means.
Yeah, unconscious. Yep. That's the sleepy
Oh.
face.
Let's say.
Which means he's at 0 HP.
Which means any melee attack is also a crit.
A crit! Yep.
Yeah, but don't you want to keep one of these guys alive so you can...
Yes!
do-
Yes! Cutler just screams, "Don't kill one of them!"
Don't kill one of them.
I'm not trying to kill anybody.
I mean, don't kill all of them. Or
Normally, I'm predisposed to not attacking one when they are down, but for some odd
You
reason,
might cause a fight if you don't leave one left.
for some odd reason, I'm feeling insurmountable rage at what has transpired here.
Cutler
Oh, you-
might end up actually fighting Fulladar if he doesn't leave a single one left.
Just because this is the one that attacked Call, I'm
no
just like,
PvP though. Remember, so
Here,
that won't happen.
Here, I'll bonus action Shield of Faith myself.
Oh, I wouldn't be out to kill him. It would just be out to smack him once with his glaive. Just smack!
I
And then
demand
my turn.
satisfaction.
Like I said, leave one, damn it!
I will allow you two to duel if Folodar agrees to it, but not
I mean,
not
first
actual
off,
PvP.
He's not even the only. There's a whole other one that's alive. You can just
Oh.
name it.
Wait, there's another one that's alive?
Okay,
Where?
so
I
Kyle,
don't
you're
know.
shield of faithing yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, yourself. Okay.
I'll give you
Which
a run.
is +2, right?
Oh,
Your
okay.
armor class.
Yeah, +2 to AC.
I did not realize this
let
one
me
was alive.
let me give you. Yeah, I was gonna say, let me give you a little.
Oh wait, never mind.
shield icon. Oh no.
Can I? Oh, I want to take that back,
Okay.
so I can.
Yep, you can. I'll
Because
let
I'd have
you-
to stop concentrating on Dragon's Breath.
I
Yep.
was just about to say, like, you do that, your concentration's
Yeah,
broken.
Yeah, no, I don't
It's
want to do
all
that.
hands.
I want to. I'll let you keep
All
your breath for
hands,
now.
all,
I mean, you can
all
still use your
hands,
hands,
all hands all the time.
Now,
Yeah.
in fairness, Shocking Grasp is a cantrip, so you could use sorcery points if you have Quicken Spell.
I did not take
You
Quicken
could
Spell.
Okay, I was gonna say because you could
Ooh.
quicken a spell to a bonus action, and that way you could cast a like you could cast a level spell also since you did a cantrip.
I took Distant Spell and Transmuted Spell.
Fun
Oh, nice,
fact,
okay.
actually, there's an argument over that ruling in the D&D community about whether you could actually quicken spell after using an action, or if you have to quicken spell and then use the action.
Yeah, I think you can do either.
I agree, but a lot of people
But
don't.
the thing is that you're not supposed to be able to quicken a leveled spell
And then
use
11
the leveled
spell, yeah.
and use
Yeah.
a non-level and another level spell as well.
Are you kidding me? In my games, I allow that. I allow concentration on 2 spells at once you hit level 8, thanks to Taldori's original campaign setting. Shout out to Critical Role, they make some pretty cool content.
Yep. I think they probably know that. Oh, I know. That's true. Actually, some people might not even know. But okay, so so that's it for Ka, or
That's it for Ka. Yeah.
okay, then Folidar
Hell, I don't even use spell slots
coming
in
up
my
to
game. I
the
use
end of the round. Where is
Folidar
Folidar?
takes one
Oh, down here.
breath,
Yep. Okay.
and this one's a normal breath, and then he takes another deep breath, and as he approaches this orc here, and just breath weapons it.
So you're gonna spray
With,
the lightning
Dragon's
damage at
Breath.
this thing. Okay.
Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll those 3d6.
Are all of these ones in the trees dead?
It's a dex save.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah,
dead.
anything that's got a red
11 is not
red
alive.
cross, if you can see it.
Jeez.
Well, I can't see because of the shadows.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm
what I'm
gonna
saying.
move
I
my
don't know if you can
token
see
closer.
it. Dex is 10, fails.
Okay, yep, they're dead.
Also, I think you might have used the DC because you had a DC 16 a minute ago.
It's
Oh.
DC 16. Actually, I think it's DC 17 because it hasn't
Well,
added
your Shield
the
of Faith- your
Amulet
Shield
of Devout.
Yeah, but your Shield of Faith says it's DC 18, so
Well,
it
that's
should be
a cleric.
DC. It should
That's
still.
a cleric spell.
Yeah, I don't know why they're different.
Hold on.
Okay.
So the Dragon's Breath was a Warlock spell? Is that what's going on?
No, the Dragon's Breath should be a sorcerer spell.
Or a Sorcerer spell?
It should
Yeah.
be my high one.
Right. Okay. But you're 3 and 3 though, right?
No,
Oh,
he's
3 and 2.
2.
We're level 5.
Oh, 3 and
3
2.
sorcerer. I just got second level spells for sorcerer.
Okay, so yeah, so it would be a different DC because you have a different ability modifier for the other.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Makes sense.
Question mark. Means my breath weapon is a fire breath weapon. Did it ignite these 3 trees on fire?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It does. It does indeed. You guys smell a little bit of roast orc, by the way.
Oh god, I might have just started a forest fire.
Too bad
Well,
the
there's a
zombies
cliff
don't
wall
eat
behind
cooked
it, so
food.
you're kind of lucky that way.
Oh, thank god.
So it won't really climb the cliff too much, but yeah,
But will
you,
it go to these trees over here?
you could have
I
still
mean, I'm
started
sure
a
the
small
cone of
forest
lightning
fire.
did a
Yes,
number on 'em, too.
you could have still started a small fire still. So there is that. Hold on one second.
And like Kablooey just said, would Faladar have started a fire with his cone of lightning on these trees?
I mean, lightning doesn't necessarily fire. Definitely like cinders it, but wouldn't necessarily start a fire.
It depends on how dry the wood is.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a 50-50 shot.
Okay. Nothing to worry about, I'm sure.
Nah, it's gonna be totally something to worry about. It's Cutler's problem. Cutler caused it. It's gonna be something.
I kind of feel like Cutler might be like, "Oops, nothing to
partially-
see here."
Partially, is this grass or is this dirt?
It's
Because if
it's
this is grass,
a little bit of both. It's like scrub area.
Yeah, where we're at, we're kind of dirty.
Yeah, it's more like dirt, but it's like a scrub area.
Oh, great.
Okay,
Forest fire
so
incoming.
all right, so Folidar, breath weapon, you did 11, and
Yep.
that's it for Folidar, correct?
I'm gonna go back to. Hold on, let me see. I can't really do anything offensive because I keep using breath weapon, which I
Yeah.
You can do patient defense again though, so
I'm probably gonna do that actually. Probably
Okay.
gonna
Take the
stick with
dodge
patient
action
defense.
as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Or you can just disengage and run somewhere else.
No, I want the smoke.
He wants to smoke because he's showing off to Navari.
all right.
Among the other things.
All right, Jinyuka, you are
The
face to
best boy got
face
hurt.
with a rather brutish blade of Ilnival.
Being that this is the first time I'm playing cleric, can I cast a spell and still make an attack since I have a second?
Depends on the spell. So normally your action has to be the attack action or casting a spell action. But if you use your bonus action, if it's a bonus action spell, then you could still attack as your action.
Hold on.
That is the reason quicken attack is so damn powerful.
So that was if you have spiritual weapon, that is a bonus action.
Yeah.
And doesn't spiritual weapon make an attack as part of it being summoned?
But you're also a paladin, so you know what I mean.
Right.
I think it might, yeah.
Well,
Spiritual weapon does get an attack when you summon it, yes. And then you can also use it as an attack, a bonus action attack on your turns.
Yeah.
okay.
I wonder if they're gonna put concentration on spiritual weapon in the update.
I hope not. Seems like
I think they
one
will.
of the
just
only
because-
things that makes clerics halfway decent in some
I
ways.
think they might. I really do think they might. Either that, or they're gonna buff it by making it have upcasted damage better.
Alright, so
Maybe.
I'm going to cast this first.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna look at
Compelled
the UA, 'cause
duel,
I think we
okay.
already had spiritual weapon.
Okay, so you're challenging him
Failed
to a
duel.
duel. Okay, wisdom. Okay, he failed, so he is compelled to duel you.
Oh boy!
And I will put my,
Hold on 1 second. Disadvantage on attack rolls creatures other than you. Again, okay. Saving throw each time it attempts to move to a space that's 30 feet from you. Is it okay? Okay, so it doesn't matter unless he tries to move away from you. Okay.
Oh, you were about to fudge this dude up.
Alright, so, and then I will take my 2 attacks with my war pick.
Oh boy!
Okay.
Because I have that as well.
Extra attack. Yep. Oh yeah, did you? Oh no, the last one was a reaction, I think.
No, the other one's a bonus action.
Well, yeah, and this is extra attack, so you attack twice.
Alright.
That's a hit. And that's a miss.
Portent.
Oh, Portent before.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
yeah,
All right,
yeah,
you,
boy.
you said it before I said it. I'll give it.
I will
So
take the
that one
bonus.
is a crit. So one's a hit and then one's a crit.
Roll that crit, baby!
So roll your damage plus one extra damage die.
And then don't you have the roll a d100 thing
Roll
too?
a d100. Yeah.
Mhm.
I love that d100. I don't
So,
know what I love more.
there's the
Door
damage
games,
for the
death,
first
or
attack
that.
is 8. Okay, we'll do 8 damage from that.
Mhm.
And then 10 for the second one, and then roll again another damage die, and then roll a d100.
And
Oh, you didn't roll the
I
second.
don't know
damage
if you
die.
want to,
Okay, there you go.
if you got any spites to throw on it.
7. Also, if
Oh, yeah.
are you gonna
By
add
the way-
smites?
I will add smites.
Are you gonna add one
Yeah.
smite, or are you gonna pump it up?
Hey, in for a penny, in for a pound, right?
Yeah, might as well.
Speaking of smites, interesting change that they're playing around with in the UA. Searing Smite, Thunderous Smite, and a couple other smites no longer require concentration.
Ah, okay. Yeah, they should have had that a long time ago, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They should have just counted that as divine smite kind of thing,
I agree,
and
but,
just said, but it can either do this damage, or this damage. You know.
downside though, Divine Smite is no longer a class feature. It is now a paladin-only spell.
Oh yeah, see, then they messed up.
Also,
will
you could have
be-
made these attacks at advantage because of flank.
So, yeah, Divine Smite is
Oh, that's
a
true.
little
that's
bit
true.
worse.
You could have been at advantage.
It's a
alright,
first level spell that deals 1d8.
So the D100 was a 94.
Yeah.
Conspiracy. So the next hit landed on this foe is an automatic crit. Blinded 1 round, triple damage.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus.
So a
So
crit
the-
after the crit,
Damage.
if he's
So,
still alive.
so the next hit is an automatic crit. He's blinded for 1 round, assuming you'd still be alive, and then this hit here does triple the damage that you did. So instead of 17 damage, it does 17 times 3. What is that? 51. 51 damage.
Right,
Uh,
so
Toast.
I
Needless to
don't think I
say,
need-
needless to say, you don't have to put any smites on there if you don't
Well,
want to.
not for that.
You don't need no smites. This motherfucker's dead.
He practically just like you practically decapitate him from with your war pick. In fact, you kind of have to take your boot and push his head off the edge of your war pick because
Oh, that's nasty.
yeah.
Well, I don't have to. I just carry it back to camp that way.
Well,
Oh,
okay,
that's even worse.
but if you carry him back to camp that way, you're carrying his whole body with you. So I think
you
didn't
were
quite
strong enough.
decapitate him, but you could just drag his whole body on the edge of your war pick with it through his head.
Do you need some help with that?
I think Januka would be strong enough to drag the whole body around.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right.
Next, especially since I'm large size for carrying and
So I don't
stuff
think
like
Oh
there's
that.
yeah,
any-
you'd be like a beast.
I don't think there's any orcs, like regular orcs, left. Hang on. let me
There's
see.
one in front of Folidar.
There's one.
Oh, there's one by Folidar. Okay, so he
and
gets
I'm
to
just squatting.
he gets
up.
to
We're
attack
just-
at disadvantage because Folidar did his patient defense, right?
Yep.
So disadvantage. Oh, what? The sound went out on roll 20. There it goes. It's just started over. That's what it was.
Yeah, that misses. And
Oh,
I just wanted to
both
flavor
of
it.
them are missed.
I am just straight up martial arts deflecting his attacks at this point.
He's like, "Nah, motherfucker."
He looks as though, flavor-wise, he looks as though the reason he's missing is because he's also beat the hell up and kind of exhausted.
He's like, I don't get enough for this shit.
Yeah,
Um,
he's just. I'm just.
And the Blade of Ill is down, so he don't get to go. And Cutler would be the last one to go this round.
Okay, dokie. Let's see. Cutler is going to walk up to the one standing in front of Folidar.
I mean, so,
I was
gonna say, in
There's no
fairness, you don't have, you could reach from where you're at, but
No, I want to show dominance and just walk like right next to Folidar.
Squeeze in between
You'd
them.
be here basically though, because
I am going to use one of the rules that we use. We use both Midgard's Heroes Handbook and the Tome of Heroes for the weapon actions. I am going to go ahead and trip. As an attack while you are wielding a glaive, you may sweep your opponent's legs in an attempt to trip them.
do you have polearm mastery?
It doesn't require that. This is a weapon action
but,
from
but
the...
I know, but I'm asking if you have polearm mastery,
I do not think I do.
because it'll be something that comes in later if you do. But okay. All right, so you trip
well,
him.
note to
Go
self,
ahead.
yeah, I'm gonna attempt to trip him, so I've got to make a glaive attack. Oh, fuck that. Wrong
Right.
button.
And the DC is your glaive attack roll, contested by his dex roll, right?
And I'm raging, so I'm gonna reckless
He's
attack
gonna
that.
fail that. I was gonna say he is gonna fail that for sure. Yeah, he
Okay.
failed. He failed.
So he is tripped, and that's as an attack. So does that count as taking the attack action? Is
It
my
does.
question.
Yes, it does.
Okay, great. Extra attack
And he
while
is,
he's prone.
he is prone. Yes. And so,
So-
since you're right there, melee, it is not a crit while he's prone, but at advantage.
I think it is a crit while they're prone, isn't it?
No, just
No, it's
just
just
unconscious, unconscious or paralyzed. But it's at
Oh.
advantage since he's prone.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give a +1 to that because I'm recklessly attacking the whole turn.
Well,
so.
you're at advantage too. Don't forget.
Meh.
All right. 16.
So it's a 16 hit.
16 does hit. Yeah, they're regular orc armor class is only 13.
And I am doing. And I'm looking to do non-lethal specifically. I'm looking to knock him out, so that way I
We
can.
already got one.
Oh,
Well,
wait.
they're two different kinds of orcs.
I'm gonna throw these
Two different
motherfuckers in the
kinds of
tree.
orcs.
I'm gonna throw these
Let's
motherfuckers
knock out
in
one
the
of each
tree.
type.
I'm gonna throw these motherfuckers in the tree that's on fire because my god specifically like burnt offerings.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait. You gonna throw the one you're knocking unconscious in the tree?
I'm gonna throw the one I'm knocking unconscious into the tree.
Not right now or
Okay,
later?
he's unconscious.
Like later.
Oh, okay.
I want to point
okay.
out that the entire time that you're doing this, Folidar is standing next to you, just completely stone faced.
Okay, we're gonna end it here. We're gonna be top of the round when we come back in 2 weeks. We'll
Is
end
it
the
not
combat.
end of combat?
Yeah. We're at the top of the round. We're not quite at the end of combat.
Is
There's
there
still
anybody left?
just the orc war chief?
The one that's surrounded by the zombies.
The one that's surrounded by the zombies and things aren't looking too great for him.
Do we even need to do any more? He's gonna die.
No, but
just gonna
we're
be
but we're
mauled by the
ending, so we
zombies.
can if you wanna keep him alive, you can have
Okay.
Tessa can
Oh yeah, the
decide.
war chief would be a better.
Actually, Tessa,
I
you
disagree. You can
decide who if the zombies are gonna keep him alive next time.
Either way, I've got a sacrifice plan.
Do you want to decide now, Stephanie?
Yeah, he's not living.
He's not
Yeah.
living.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
have to
sacrifice.
keep
so-
somebody else alive then. One of
so
the
this
probably the
guy up
unconscious
here.
guy here, yeah, or
Yeah.
or one of the.
So
or this
those two
one.
are gonna be thrown into these fires.
Later.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as the combat's over, Cutler's just gonna go.
Alright.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
stop the music.
And because he's large, and I can take damage by just touching the fire, essentially, I can go ahead and just poke the fire, take some damage, and just, as Cutler, just set them in the flames because I'm large.
All right, and thank you for everybody come out and watch. We'll see you back again with No Good Deed in 2
Hello.
weeks. We have a new scheduled thing that we're going to be doing this coming up Friday at about 3:30 p.m. We're starting a campaign with John, one of the other players, as a DM.
Nice.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I talked to him earlier today.
Don't forget to check out Wizards Forge. Don't forget to check out. Is it just Take a Trip, Deontay?
So actually, I'm gonna forego that because I have not streamed since I last did that, and I'm actually going to ask for your help, audience, in past.
Oh,
So instead of me broadcasting my Twitch page, which will be returning, surely enough,
eventually.
actually I'm going to ask for people's assistance in this form. I just posted it. Wait, I can't.
Oh, you
'cause I
gotta
timed
get.
out.
Is it
You gotta
Discord?
send it to Bryant. You gotta send
That's
it to
right,
Brian.
That's right. I was supposed to send it to Brian, and instead I posted it directly.
I'm saying, is
Well,
that in
Brian needs-
Discord?
In order for this to work, what Brian needs to do is
You know what
make
you can
anybody.
you can post it.
That's
You
fine.
can post it in the Roll20 chat though.
No, I'm posting
Yeah.
it right here. to
Well, yeah, but I mean,
directly to
if you post it in the Roll20 chat, I can just copy and paste it to the Discord.
Oh, that works.
Yeah, that works.
I just sent it to you as a message. But I have a form here, and
There
what
we
I'm
go.
doing is I'm trying to create something. It's not necessarily new or inventive, but it's a
There's the
scorecard
form
of
link.
sorts that I'm trying to refine for video game consistency. So I need as much data as I can get. So I'm having people take the survey. It takes 10 minutes at most.
Okay,
And it's completely optional.
I'm looking at this right now. This is for developer. What's the point of this? Because it said, did the developer lie about their visuals? I'm confused.
Scorecard
you
for
got
video
really
game
quick.
consistency.
So it's a scorecard. It's generally me just saying the importance of each question and how important that question is to you. So if I said, did
Oh.
the developer lie about something? Is that important to you if they lie?
Developer lying about anything.
Yeah.
5. You
There
don't
you go.
lie. Don't lie. Just don't.
So that's my gift. That's my advertisement. That's all I'm asking for. I got a lot of new projects in the work, but until
Is
they're
this
complete-
partially because of the conversation we had about Starfield a while back?
Surprisingly, no. Actually, it was something I was working. I've been kind of conceptualizing it for the past few months, but it's not completed yet. This form is going to help me get it to completion, and hopefully, it'll help me unleash a project that I've been working on for a few months now.
So okay, so the other thing with the campaign coming up this Friday, the new one, and followed by that on Saturday is Rise of the Drow. But the new one, John is going to call it The Journey Begins, and it is John's first attempt at DMing, and we're gonna have 2 new players too. But I'm gonna be
Oh,
there
sweet.
as a player to help DM and coach him.
Nice. I
And
respect
then possibly Tina too as well. And we're not sure who else, if Joe can join us or whoever. But we'll have like 4 or 5 players at least, if and then go from there. So yeah, so come back Friday at 3:30 p.m. Everybody all good?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
check
currently
out
on
this
question
thing
21.
this form that I posted in there of Deontay's for the video game consistency thing.
And don't forget to check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@WizardsForge. Don't put an apostrophe in Wizards, please. You won't go to my
The
website.
link is up there somewhere, but yeah. So
You can repaste
let
it
me
if
see
you
if I
want,
can
Brian.
repaste it real quick. Let me see if I can do that. There it is.
I'm guessing Sengrok is John.
That is John, indeed. Yes.
Yeah.
John said in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, that it is called Journey Begins.
Journey begins.
Journey begins.
Okay,
I can't wait to see
and
that
there it
journey
is.
begin. Am I right?
All right.
It might be the first one aside from ours that I actually take time to watch.
And please visit www.dednightchild.com for the Nightchild Game of Swords comic book.
And check it out. I was gonna say check it out on Facebook also, if you can. That's also facebook.com/DED Nightchild, I believe.
Yes.
And check it out there to get any updates on the upcoming Kickstarter. There we go. And I hope I got that right. Yep, I did. Okay, so and until next time, guys, let all your actions surge.
Jesus Christ, Deontay.